Oh yeah, I already know about Special Nick. Hey, one day want to have him on there for sure. And we live. Yeah. Oh wait. All right, now we are all live because I forgot to turn on the Discord audio. But
Okay.
welcome to Project Untitled Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka the gamer who never finishes games. And I'm here
Yeah.
today with the dynamic duo, the spirit of truth. Y'all can call them Mars and Doc, or
Yeah.
Mars
Hey
and
yo,
Doc.
oh what up, blood clot? Hey, it's me, your boy, the spirit of truth, aka Lord Mars, and I'm here with my bro. You feel me? We on the same mic. He don't want to get on his mic, but yeah, it is what it is. You got anything to say?
Hey guys, it's me,
Oh,
Triple Teej, aka Doc, aka Teej. Hit me up. Welcome to the stream.
All right. And then we also got year round Chukwu, aka Chuck, aka the Nigerian Prince. uh, what's up, Chuck?
See, I was gonna make a Michael Blackson fake African joke right now, but we gonna let that one slide. Yeah, this is Chuck. You feel me? Year-round Chukwu, Glee Cooley on gaming platforms, year-round Chukwu on social platforms. Welcome. Good morning.
All right. And if you missed, wait, you're Jez. I don't know what the relation to Jez. I have no relations to Jez.
what?
No, someone in the chat I was replying to. But yeah, if you missed episode 0, I just wanted to go over the premise of this podcast and why we started it. These are some of my day ones ever since middle school, high school. Some of the middle school, Chuck, we met in high school, but we've been talking about gaming for so long, and we're actually a pretty varied mix of casual to hardcore gamers, and I feel like what we want to do, what we want to accomplish is show how the casual versus the hardcore reacts to certain things in the gaming industry. So yeah, that's just the premise. First off, we just want to start off with what we're gonna be playing, or what we have been playing over the last week. Oh yeah, Jez doesn't finish games. Yeah, then I'm Jez for sure. So yeah, I just want to talk about what we're playing for like ever since I guess the new year. So let's start with Chuck.
Hello.
Yeah. So, you said the question was what game you've been playing since the New Year's?
Yeah, like what you've been playing for the last week is like the last week.
All right, so I fell back into Rust heavily, and New Year's was on Monday, so that was wipe day for the server I play. So we started out the new year playing a little bit of Rust, and then whenever we got bored of all the nakeds, we went to Valorant, I think. So we've been on a Valorant, Rust, and we've been getting our foot back into League of Legends lately. So those three so
You
far.
back on the MOBA kick.
Oh man, here we go. Here we go.
Oh my god.
And just to get a refresher, what kind of games are you usually playing?
Oh, I'm usually playing first-person shooters, puzzle games, survival games. Mostly PvPs, and any game that has multiplayer, you can find me there.
All right. And then we're gonna go over to the first half of the Spirit of Truth. We're gonna go to Mars. What you been playing?
Well, I just finished Tales of Arise, not from the 100% that hoe.
Nah, you got
Not
a
from the
100%.
Nah, not for the 100% that I,
Oh my
I
god.
I beat the Epic Pro, whatever the fuck, the Aftermath,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I beat that. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get to level 100. I got other games to beat. I'm not gonna be a you. I beat the main story. I beat the extra main story. Hey, but yeah, I'm gonna get back started on Starfield. Finish that up because I got too much. I got too much space being taken up on my hard drive. So I gotta beat these big games so I can make room for new games. You feel me?
Yeah, you just happen to be playing the only 2 games that I've actually beat and that you haven't. Because
Yeah.
Mars is always beating games. I'm always halfway and then I stop and play something else.
I'm not a speed runner, but sometimes it looks that way.
Oh yeah, I hate watching him play games.
I play games kind of unorthodox sometimes. Like I was playing what was it? Dead Island. I was playing Dead Island. These niggas were like, oh. They was like, why you got a gun? Bro, it's a zombie game. I'm gonna use whatever the strongest weapon I can find.
Yeah, he likes to blaze through games sometimes, and I always get mad every time I watch him just skip over stuff. I'm like, bro, I have to see. My problem when it comes to finishing games is that I always
100%.
Yeah, I always do every little thing I can find, and then I get bored before I get to the main, like, because I just don't do the main quest, and then the side quests be boring. So then by the time I'm like getting like 40 hours in, I'm just like, yeah, I'm done.
You know what games made me not want to do that? Like the first Spider-Man game, the Assassin's Creed game, and dang, what other games I just don't like? The Lord of the Rings game. I never 100% completed those because it's like, bro, it's too much, bro. I'm not doing all this running around grabbing stuff, bro.
Yeah, that was way too much.
Yep.
And then, all right, Doc, what you been playing?
I've been playing Kaizo Mario and Smash. And what else do I play? Oh, I try to play Metal Gear Solid, but like, you know, like I've been too busy to like finish that up. But other than that,
The Master Collection?
Well, no, I beat Metal Gear Solid 1, right? And then I got to 2, and then I've just been busy as shit, basically. So I haven't really finished it. I need to finish it, but I just been... Honestly, I've been stuck on Kaizo Mario. I make it one jump in, and I'm dead every time. I'm like, bro, I want to kill whoever made this in GTA. Respectfully.
All right. And then late to the party, but last but not least, we have Year-Round Spitter, aka Spitter, aka JD, aka the guy who sucks at Street Fighter. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right. And what you been playing for the last week or so?
I've been playing Street Fighter 6. I've been playing Call of Duty. I've been playing Halo, and I'll be playing Gears. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I
I
guess.
play other miscellaneous things, but that's yeah.
Hey, you play
That's it,
more
my
games
friends
than
want to play.
a certain somebody that I will not name right now because he's not here.
Yeah, let's not even go right now. Hey,
All right. Oh, and I forgot to
I can't even talk
ask.
about this right now.
I forgot to ask Tashawn, just for a refresher, what kind of games are you usually playing?
Oh yeah. Well, me, I'm nowhere near a casual. I play whatever usually, but like my main games are I love action RPGs. Well, anything action really. Metrovania games, first person shooter games, survival horror games in general, like all type of games. I love them all except for little kid shit. I don't do that no more. You feel me?
And what do you consider little kid stuff?
Roblox.
Yeah, roguelikes, and a lot of platformers. A lot of platformers.
What you consider?
The kiddie platformers, not the grown up platformers, because there's still like Metrovania is still a platformer, but the kiddie platformers. You feel me? The knockoffs.
I'm trying to get the exact game that you trying to say is the kiddie platformer.
Anything that's trying to knock off of Mario or knock off of any of those OG 3D platformer games like that. What's
but
that?
not Mario.
Whatever the heck or whatever. Whatever the heck.
I guess, man. I don't know, man.
All right, and Doc.
I usually play first-person shooters. Not gonna lie, but I'm kind of falling off the habit of that because it's terrible, especially PvP first-person shooters. Because between Cronuses and hacking and cheating and all this, I was like, it's just unbearable sometimes. I can't deal with it.
Don't
No,
forget
not
the glitching.
and the glitches too. But that's the topic for another day. But yeah, so I'm falling off of first-person shooters. I'm playing more Mario games, platformers, fighting games, Smash Brothers. You know, might play a little Mario Kart every now and then. Might play a little Mario.
So you might as well just say retro games then.
First of all, Mario Kart 8 is not a retro game.
Retro is a Nintendo game.
A Mario Party isn't a retro game.
The old ones?
Who's playing old ones?
You not playing the old ones? Okay. All right.
All right. And then Spitta, what kind of games are you usually playing?
Metal Gear? Still retro.
Shooters, fighting games, and whatever my friends put me on.
Why you doing this?
I'm I'm not gonna say I'm a casual gamer, but yeah.
He halfway there. All right, and then again, I'm Donald Taku, and what I was playing for the last week or so, I really just been playing the finals, Halo Infinite, and the finals. I've really been going heavy in that one. That's probably one of the best shooters I've played in the last. Really, since Halo Infinite is the best shooter that's come out. And then been playing Halo Infinite. Always playing Halo Infinite. And then other than that, I started up. What did I just start up? I started up dang, I was just playing something. I don't even remember anymore. But other than that, I really just been catching up on anime. I haven't even been playing as much as I want to. I'm so far behind on some of the anime I've been watching before the new season starts. So that's where most of my time been going.
Hey Don. Quick question. Okay, so a streamer said something that like triggered me, and I want to know if I'm able to talk about it on this broadcast.
How? Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so it was this woman, right? She's a streamer, right? I guess all she plays like Dark Soul games. She said
Souls likes, yeah.
Yeah, you know that shit. He said, what did she say? Oh, she was like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Japan's falling off on the games. If you ask any little kid what they're playing FIFA, they're playing Fortnite, they're playing 2K, they're playing all the US games, and they're not playing Japanese games like that. I ain't gonna lie, I started shaking.
You know what? That can go into the discussion that we're gonna have about the hardcore when it comes to multiplayer games versus the casuals, because that's literally like what all the games you just named, they're multiplayer games, and when it comes to the casuals and when it comes to the casuals, multiplayer games will have always been the most played, always at the top because of the casuals, not the hardcore. And it seems like the hardcore have a pretty big bias against multiplayer games now. So I actually feel like that'll be something we discuss when we get to that topic at the end of the show.
All right.
But to start off the show, we just wanted to start with some gaming news, and we wanted to go in on the January games that are going to be coming out and see if there's any ones that y'all are excited about. So I'm just going to run down the list, or at least just the notable ones, some that I know y'all would know. So there's Momodora Moonlit Farewell. Oh my god. That's January 11th. That's a sequel to, or I think it was Momodora. Gungrave Gore is coming to the Switch January 12th.
Oh, yeah.
Dread Out 2 coming to the Switch. That's a kinda F-Zero-ish. No. I'm thinking of Red Out. I don't know what Dread Out is. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, January 18th. Another Code Recollection. That's the remake collection that's coming out on Nintendo Switch. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Howl, that one, cool looking indie game. Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters coming to the Switch. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, which is all three of the Apollo Justice 4, 5, 6 Ace Attorney games. Dun, dun,
Whoa. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like all these games are coming out for Xbox and Nintendo. What is going on, sir?
I mean, I don't even think I said Xbox in any of these. Most of these are just ports.
I thought you said Game Pass.
No, I didn't say Game Pass yet. Then we have Toho Luna Nights for PS5, PS4. Under Night in Birth 2 from Arc System Works, the new fighting game, January 25th. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth coming January 26th to everything except Switch. Tekken 8, everything except Switch, January 26th. And Pal World, which is supposed to be on Game Pass. They said it was coming to Game Pass, but I don't think we've had like an official announcement if the early access is going to be on Game Pass day one. But that's going to be in January, and they just started. I know they just tweeted that they're going to have an announcement coming soon on the release date.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like, honestly, the Gungrave game and Tekken, top tier. Those are my top tier games for what's coming out so far.
What is it? A new Gungrave thing?
No, it's the Gungrave game that was already on Game Pass, but they just ported it to the Switch.
See, I thought it was that. Okay, all right. I'm getting confused.
I played that, deleted it.
It was alright. It wasn't that bad.
I'm not fucking with it at all, bro.
All right, so anything catch your eye? Let's start with Chuck. Anything tickle your ears?
You mean in the gaming world?
Yeah, the games I just listed.
So far, no. I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, whenever they do actually drop and you guys test them out for me, you guys usually let me know, and I also watch the community and I see what everyone gravitates to, and then I make my decisions. But as of right now, nothing in the gaming industry so far is like calling my name or pulling my attention so far.
No Like a Dragon? No Tekken?
You already know. See, I'm saying you guys know me.
No Last of Us Part 2 Remastered?
You see what I'm saying? You name it. I started by saying PvP multiplayer games. You feel me? This is you guys' time to shine.
The only multiplayer game on this list is Pal World.
You see what I'm saying? So right now I'm gonna take this time to catch up on, you feel me, the previous seasons. I gotta beat Starfield. I gotta beat what's it called? Cyberpunk, the DLC. I got, you know what I'm saying? I still got games on the back burners, you know what I'm saying? I need to cook well done. So that's why
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Chuck has a very specific taste in games. Like the games,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't even hold him on that, honestly. Like,
I gotta catch up, and then once, you feel me, it's my season. You know, like around summertime when they know everybody's about to be free, That's when my season shines to shine.
Oh man.
This is still cold outside, sit inside, sip a hot cocoa, and play a story mode season. So you guys enjoy it.
All right.
I don't blame them because a lot of multiplayer games are just sweaty as hell nowadays, bro. Like online games. Ugh.
Yeah, bro, multiplayer online games are sweaty as shit now. Like niggas got like the top of my bad, but it got the top of the top peripherals, top of the notch, everything type deal.
Nah, Don, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. At a certain time, I do not play Smash Brothers because that's when the demons come out. And
same with Rocket League. After a certain hour, I'm not playing Rocket League because they about to go crazy.
They about to go stupid, bro. Like,
the switch come out at 9.
hey, be them unemployed dudes. They ain't got nothing but time, bro. I'm like, bro.
The switch come out at 9.
You see, the people they're making fun of are my people. Those are my people.
Have you ever no life the game before though?
Bro, you
Hey,
can know like
man.
the game, and
You still be trash?
the skill ceiling will still be too high for it.
Saying, bro.
Bro, I'm still trash at Rocket League, and I have over 2,500 hours. I still feel like I'm trash at that game.
Bro, first of all, you're not trash at that game, bro.
I'm
you don't feel like that,
I'm
are you
only
really gaming?
champion ranked.
If you don't feel
Bro.
like that, are you really gaming?
Bro, no. How are you see your champion rank? Of course, you're gonna be playing the best of the best, bro. See, I feel like Rocket League doesn't deal with the issues like how other games deal with issues, man. Like, I'm not saying that there's not demons on Rocket League, but it's like,
Bro, there are demons on Rocket League.
bro, I mean,
The
I
skill
believe it.
ceiling from the newcomers to the top tier is probably the biggest skill ceiling in gaming. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, you gotta learn the physics and how to do flips and jumps and all this other shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When Don told me about the musty flip, I was like, yeah, this game too far gone.
Musty flip.
The musty flip, I was like, hey.
That's like a skateboard move. Like,
Bro,
does, bro. You know, like,
it basically, the way it is, it might as well be a skateboard trick, bro. All right, so Spitta, was there anything on the list that piqued your interest? Spitta.
You talking about that's coming out this month or this?
Yeah,
this
for the
year?
January games.
The only game I'm looking forward to, really, to be honest, is Tekken 8.
I already
Of
know.
course,
I already
Mr.
know,
Fighting
guys.
Game. Like a Dragon? I know you behind, but
See, I don't like the little turn-based.
yeah, you don't.
Even though
you-
it do look good, I would play
Nah,
that,
man.
but
He don't fuck with.
I'll have to play the
Ichiban.
first one, and then
See, we team Ichiban over here. We team
Ooh.
turn based.
hey man, I'm playing Pokemon right now, so
I thought you said casuals don't like
You know what?
turn based.
I'm
exactly.
tired of
I'm playing
Pokemon.
a casual
Is-
game.
Is Pokemon turn based? Yes. Do people play it because it's turn based? No.
Yes, I do.
no.
It does
I do.
the fact that it's a turn-based game and casuals play it.
That's my favorite turn-based game. What you mean?
It's a turn-based game that casuals play.
Are you excited about Pal World potentially coming to Game Pass? It's from the creators of Craftopia, but it's a Pokemon game with guns, where the Pokemon are
I've seen
holding
that.
guns.
I've seen that.
We'll see. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, no love for The
Pokemon
Last of Us
Home
Part 2. Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Isn't it remastered?
Anybody? Last of Us Part 2 remastered? Anybody?
No.
Hey, that whole series could die.
No. Last of Us Part 2 is the only one I'm a save every time. I love the Part 2. I hate Part 1 though.
You know
Or I
how
won't
many
say
new
I hate
games?
it. It just
you know
wasn't
how
as
many?
good.
You know how many old games need a TV series adaptation, and these niggas get one? That's crazy.
Language. All right, now let's go to Mars. Anything on this list?
I really wasn't paying attention. JRPG survival game. Any of those?
Besides Like a Dragon, I know you haven't really gotten to the series.
Wait, did you beat the last one?
No,
Not
bro.
really.
I haven't beaten any of those games.
Oh.
I was playing Lost something. What was that shit called?
Oh, Lost Judgment.
I was playing Judgment.
Okay, just regular. I was about to say,
Lost Judgment.
yeah, because Lost Judgment
Yeah,
was the sequel.
Yeah, I didn't beat. I need to beat Judgment so I can beat Lost Judgment. But
There's Neptunia Sisters versus Sisters. That's a JRPG.
I might play that, but I'm not looking out for none of what you just said right now. Type, you feel me? Like,
Dang.
yeah, nothing caught my eye.
Honestly, it's just Tekken 8 right now. Tekken 8 got the most hype out of everything else right now. Not even gonna hold you.
Is that the only game for you, Doc?
Yeah, basically. Like that's the only game I see myself playing. To be honest.
Y'all tripping. I
We
don't see
tripping.
no love for Prince of Persia. That's about to be the game of the
First of all, I was
month.
just gonna say this. Why does Prince of Persia look like Prince? For real.
Really?
Like the artist formerly known as Prince.
See, I wasn't gonna say
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
about Prince of Persia. I was gonna let.
Like I said,
I was gonna let y'all have that.
I'm not looking out for that. Like,
Oh, first off, to Morris, how are you, Mr. Metroidvania, not gonna list Prince of Persia?
bro, because I don't care about Prince of Persia like that. I'm already.
Why does it matter? It has nothing to,
Hey.
like. The
Hey.
franchise is going in a new direction, so why would it matter if you cared about the previous games?
Okay. What that got to do with my opinion?
Oh my god. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm excited for Prince of Persia.
All right,
That's
so
gonna
wait,
be-
you know the one game that was announced during the gaming awards with the Afro-British guy, and he was
Yeah.
telling the tale.
Tales
That-
of Kinzura.
That
Oh.
whenever I think of Prince of Persia, those two games hop in my.
Yeah, they were pretty similar.
I ain't gonna lie, forget the month. The only game I'm kind of halfway looking forward to this year is this. Wait, I don't even know if it's even coming out this year, but that Kojima game.
I doubt that's coming out this year.
No, I know it ain't. I know it probably won't come out to like 2027 or something.
You not excited for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Your favorite?
No,
Your
I'm
favorite?
not. No, why would I want to pay $60 again for the game?
See,
Like, no, this is the thing. If I wanted the whole story, why would I play that story if I could just play the OG game?
See, if they would have did that shit with Resident Evil remakes, like split the remakes into two and then charge you full price, I would have been pissed.
Exactly.
I would have been pissed, bro.
Honestly, I'm not hyped at all on anything Final Fantasy Rebirth, whatever. I checked out. It looked good. Don't get me wrong. The graphics are stunning, but it's like me being an OG Final Fantasy fan. Like I got gripes with it.
Oh, and Sith Lord, my bad. The anime I've been watching, Freirin, was catching up on that. The Apothecary Diaries, the ones with the long titles. There was like a VR MMO, Shangri-La Frontier, basically like all of Eminence and Shadow. I finally started season 1 of that. So yeah, I've been watching a lot, just trying to catch up before the new season starts. All right. So yeah, that's Prince of Persia. That's probably my top game for January. Then second, Apollo Justice trilogy. Ace Attorney, definitely one of my favorite franchises. And I already played the last 4, 5, and 6 on the DS and 3DS, but I'm about to play through it. My girl, she played through the first trilogy. We played through it together. So now I'm just like, we about to play through the 4, 5, 6 trilogy with Apollo Justice now. So excited for that. And Like a Dragon, I'm behind. So I want to play it eventually. It's just not gonna happen in January. Oh, what were you about to say though?
The only games I play with women is Smash, and they're terrible. Like, no offense to women, I'm just saying. Like,
I feel like
beat
that
them,
was
and then I'm like,
that was a
no, no,
sexual
no,
reference.
That was a wild
no,
statement.
I beat them, and then I'm like, all right,
Respectfully.
let's just play online. We can play tag teams. It'll carry you tag teams.
I don't know why, but for like the past couple of females to ask me to hop on the game have all asked me to play Mortal Kombat.
No, women love Mortal Kombat. I don't know why.
It's the same reason that they love the murder documentaries or murder
mysteries.
yeah.
First 48, yeah.
They just I don't know. Like my girl will be watching that just gruesome like murders. I'm just like, bro, you okay? Is there something I need to know about?
No, I remember one girl came over here one time, bro, and she was like, y'all got that Mortal Kombat X? I'm like, Mortal Kombat 11 been out for like 2 and a half. I was like, yo, I'm not playing that.
That's the only game she knows. She was gonna beat you in that if you had it.
Man, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. She can have it. She want that though, I'll give it to her, but nah.
Alright, hey, what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, and then I said like a dragon. I have no interest in Tekken. I'm a 2D fighter type of guy. I really don't care for 3D fighters that much.
I agree. I agree with that.
I might actually pay that $10 to upgrade to The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to run through it again. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be playing in January most likely. All right. So
What about that
now,
Dragon Ball?
wait, what?
What about that Dragon Ball Z game?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you said you
Dragon-
don't like 3D fighters. Ain't they making a new Budokai?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Scorpion or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm still.
I don't look at that as a fighter. It's a fighter, but it's not a technical fighter like Tekken.
Oh yeah.
No. See,
Like Tekken-
I ain't gonna lie.
Or like Virtual
Even Tekken's like one of the 3D fighters I'll exclude out the 3D fight because honestly, bro, like I prefer like Street Fighter 3. I prefer like Alpha 3 and Alpha 2. Like those are my go-to games when it comes to fighting games. Not anything against, Street Fighter 5 or 6 or whatever. Because honestly, out of the 3D Street Fighters, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is still my favorite, but they still don't hold it.
But
compared to, like, Street Fighter
3 fighters is always gonna be
Ultra
Tekken
Street
and,
Fighter 4 and MVC Ultimate MVC 3 top 2.
Oh yeah, either for 3D fighters.
2D. Those are 2D.
Soul Calibur.
We're talking about
They're 2D.
perspective, not graphics.
I'm talking about graphics.
No, we talking about
I prefer
actual.
2D sprites. I feel like 2D sprites are brighter.
You're talking about 3 dimensions, like being able to move around.
Yes,
and
like
stuff.
moving in the X, Y, or wait, Z, X. I don't know how. I'm not a physicist.
A dimensionalist.
But yeah, Tekken and Soul Calibur are the top 2. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because they're the same
You know what
studio,
it-
basically.
No, you know what it is? All these studios suffer from the same thing. Like, honestly, 3D fighters aren't bad, but you'll never get a 3D fighter that plays as tight
Bro,
as
nah,
Tekken.
there was this one. I forgot the name of this fighting game. It came on. I think it came on. Was it Dreamcast or OG Xbox?
Hearthstone.
No, it wasn't Power Stone. It played like brutal. Like you would knock somebody into like a game ball machine, or you'll beat up a wall. The wall be broken. The nigga face would be fucked up. Like in the middle of the fight, this shit. I forgot the name of it, bro. It was crazy. It was like dynamic. It was like dynamic, like damage on people and stuff, and like the whole arena. Like that's.
Ain't gonna lie. I know what
If you're talking about 3D, you can't not talk about Def Jam though.
Oh, I mean, is that a fighting game? I think it's more of a wrestling game than it is a fighting game.
Wrestling games are fighting games. I don't want to hear
We're not
anybody
doing
say
that.
nah, wrestling games are fighting games. I don't want to hear that.
We're not putting wrestling games and fighting games in the same category.
So what are you gonna put them in sports? Because there's no such thing as wrestling game as a genre.
So is UFC a wrestling game? I mean, a fighting
it's
game?
a fighting game. Yes, it's a
It's
fighting,
a fighting game.
Yes.
UFC fighting game.
No,
It's
I
a fighting
consider
game.
no. I consider UFC a combat sport game like boxing.
Those are 3D fighting games.
Yeah, like
But I consider wrestling different than all those still.
Those are 3D fighting games.
'Cause
But the
most-
thing is,
no,
you do
most
that in
wrestling games-
UFC. But you can't say that. But in UFC, you do all this stuff you do in wrestling too.
But see, wrestling games I feel like are more arcadey than UFC games. Like, you
Bro,
can,
that
like,
UFC is arcadey too. That shit's
Yeah, nah,
arcadey.
UFC been arcadey for a while. Ever
Most
since
of
EA
those
took
games are
over.
gonna be arcadey. Most of those games gonna be arcadey.
Yeah, like UFC is more of a like a fighting simulator. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even call it a fighting simulator, but
Man, they haven't. Ever since EA took over UFC, it has not been a simulator. And I swear every iteration gets worse. But yeah, EA going
we need
EA.
some PHQ wrestling games back. I'm not gonna lie.
Bruh.
Bring those back in
PHQ.
2020.
I mean, they basically did with AEW Fight Forever, because that was basically No Mercy 2 with AEW.
I might have to check that out.
Bro, I need a new gauntlet.
I'm pretty sure they
bro.
fixed it by now, because they had some issues at first. But yeah, so that was the games that we're hyped for in January. And now it's time to move over to the death. Oh, wait.
Huh?
Hold on. The death of physical media. Y'all like that? Did y'all
Very
hear that?
ominous. I kind of heard it.
I don't
I see where you're
know.
going with it, but
He just wanted to be special.
So we've been hearing rumors that Best Buy has been killing its stock and displays of physical movies in store and even online as well. And then also there was a rumor that Walmart is rumored to kill all Xbox physical games this year. And this has been worrying people around the gaming community on if physical games will even exist by the end of this generation. Will you actually be able to go into a store and just buy a game, or will the all digital future be at hand? Now, I just wanted to get y'all's opinions on how do y'all feel about physical media, specifically gaming, and if y'all are y'all more physical or are y'all more digital? Let's start with Chuck.
So, since the dawn of the Xbox Series X, I've been a big, you feel me? I've been on the side of we don't need a disc tray.
Whoa, pause.
So,
this is an ultra spicy take, man. I'm not gonna lie.
we don't need a disc tray. I've already let you guys know that. You already been known that. I don't remember the last physical disc or physical game equipment that I bought. You know what I mean, like gaming.
Yeah.
So I've been a big pusher of less garbage in the landfills. Memory's cheaper these days. Get you a nice SSD, or you can even get you an HDD. You know, it can still hold it down POP. So I feel like everyone is moving in the direction I've been screaming years ago.
All right, and let's go to Spitta.
See, I've been buying most of my games digitally, so I wouldn't say that's going to bother me, but all I can say, it'll just be crazy if, like, all the stuff you bought, they just find some way to take it away and there's nothing you could do about it. That's the only thing I'll probably be worried about, because it's like, once them things are gone, it's like, where can you get them? But besides that, I'm digital. It is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, you know where to get them, but it shall not be named.
Yeah, and that is one of the concerns when it comes to if physical media were to not exist. The publishers could literally just take a game off the store. They could take the game out of your library, and you paid money for this. You say you paid $70 for a game, and they just say, yeah, you can't play this game anymore.
Whoa. I'll give you a better example. I could have had Marvel vs. Capcom 2 this entire time.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never have that opportunity again.
Another one with
Same here.
Activision. What is it? It was the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 on Xbox One and PS4. You can't get those anymore.
It's lost. Well, I'm not gonna say it's lost media, but it's like
if it's on the internet, nothing's ever lost. We're not gonna
say
say
that.
how though.
No, I ain't gonna lie. You say that and shit still be lost, bro.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what's not.
It's just a lot of work with video games when you got to do that.
All right, and each member of the Spirit of Truth. Let's start with Doc. How do you like? Do you still purchase physical media, or are you more digital now?
I mean, yeah, like I've been more digital, even though I like.
You said me? Oh, my bad.
I mean, it don't matter.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I'm a physical guy. I bought Call of Duty physical. I bought Super Smash Brothers physical. Like, hey, y'all never be able to take this game away from me.
Bro,
physically.
if you have a console, you might as well have physical.
No. It's all fun and games until the corporation that makes that game goes bankrupt or get eaten up by another company and they kill off that developer unit or whatever, and you'll never see that game or IP ever again. And then here we are. You know, like. I've seen it too many times. I don't know about y'all. I've seen IPs die. I've seen corporation THQ. Y'all could have been the Grand Theft Auto killer, bro.
Yeah, but those games are still available, even on digital.
But I'm just saying though, they're still available. But one day we'll never know if they won't be available. Who's to say? You know.
All right, and then Mars, how are you feeling about physical?
I've been more digital lately, like I said, but I still mess with physical copies. I rather have physical copies, but I'm on my PC more likely, and I don't have a disc drive like bro said, like who has disc drives on their PCs nowadays. You feel me? But yeah, I rather physical still be there and have the option, because yeah. Them being able to just take away the licensing or whatever, like just take the game off the market, even though after you paid for it, that's not what's up.
Yeah, it's not what's up, man. I look at it like the same way as how most of Apple, their profit has been made from them selling you parts. They sell you the main whatever device, but then they sell you cables, ribbons, and I feel like it's the exact same way.
Yeah, the accessories.
Exactly. So I feel like the physical content is an accessory because you really do not need that. And years after, not even a year goes by, and you just have a shelf filled with DVDs, and now you're looking like your parents hoarding up all this.
Unless you like to display that, because people you be watching the streamers, they be having like their manga behind them. They be having like
see, manga is different though. Like that is literature. Like that is a book.
Yeah, for sure. I was just saying like people like to act like they I watched all these. I played all these.
You look like the people that collect vinyls when you can get your iPod or.
But that brings up the other argument. You can sell vinyl. You can sell. I mean, I don't know if you can really sell DVDs. But you can probably sell DVDs too. You can't sell a game they took away from you.
You can't sell it even if they haven't taken it away from you. If it's digital, you're not selling it.
Like, exactly. You just have to sell that at the counter or something. That's it.
See, the thing is with that, I guess that's the only thing you can say about the physical. At some point, if you hold it long enough, it's gonna be worth something.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's an investment at that point, and I'm like,
well, I get a lot. There was this article I didn't even browse through. I just seen it. Don't hold me against if I'm wrong. I might have been headline clickbait or whatever, but they're talking about they got games, Nintendo 64 games in box that cost like $14,000. I'm like, bro,
more than that.
Like,
they got what, bro? They had there was a whole fiasco on that because they were just upping the price of these unopened games that you can readily get, and they were just like, 10 million. This game is worth $10 million. $1 million or like 1,100,000, just crazy numbers for no reason. And everyone was like, bro, none of these games are worth that. It was the rating, I forgot what they're called. It's like work there or something. I don't remember. But they were just doing some like wild pricing on these games. It didn't make any sense. Excuse me.
And that's the thing with, all right, so, well, this is my whole, if they take away physical, if they take away the sale of physical games, the price for gaming has to go down, because you guys, the manufacturers, you guys aren't paying for.
So when digital started happening, that was one of the complaints, was that why are we paying the same price as the physical when y'all don't have to ship anything?
Exactly.
There's no store cost of having it in store. And I've always been like that too. Like, why?
You don't gotta press no CDs. You don't gotta press
no. They're just going up on the price of games in general.
And that's also one of the reasons that Steam has always had these, just like, compared to other platforms, their sales go so deep compared to the Xbox's, PlayStation's, because they're just digital only. They don't have to worry about shipping, store space, all of that. So they were able to actually put their prices lower than usual.
Yeah, their prices are all over. Like, Steam's prices are all over the place. Like, but it's not gonna be like fucking $70, $60, $70.
I mean, they have $70 games.
I mean, they got them, but like that's not the average price.
Yeah, I don't think not everyone has went to $70 yet.
Yeah, those are AAA games that came with the old school mindset. So
yeah, because Capcom has been holding out for a while, but Dragon's Dogma 2 is gonna be their first $70 game.
Huh?
Even Nintendo.
Wait, what?
On the Switch.
Was it Street Fighter $70?
No, Street Fighter wasn't 70. It was 60.
Oh yeah, never mind. I bought the
Yeah, you bought the $100 or whatever version. I did too.
Bro, you're insane. But nah, Juwan, you always buy the.
I bought the second to last one. I ain't bought it 100.
Yeah, the one you didn't get the statues and everything. You didn't get the collectors.
But Juwan, you always get the damn near collector's edition of Street Fighter, don't you?
Nah, I didn't get the collectors of Street Fighter 4, and I
did.
Definitely.
We got the Crimson Viper.
Oh yeah, I lied.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But I didn't get. I bought the $6 Street Fighter 5 because I had got it late. I had got it like 4 years after because I have a PlayStation. So I just bought that, and then I bought like the what you call pack to give me the full game. So it was like $30.
All you say about Street Fighter 5 is it's probably collecting dust more than anything.
All right, so when it comes to me, I've basically been, ever since Xbox One, when I realized I was buying discs just to install the game anyways.
Crazy.
Yeah, that too. Buying a disc just to install, like, is crazy.
Then I was just like, why am I going to the store at midnight, waiting in line, then coming home at 1 o'clock to play the game before I fall asleep, when I can literally start the game up at 11 p.m. my time on digital. Honestly, and actually have some time to actually play the game. I'm like, I didn't see any benefits of physical, especially because GameStop just started lowering the price of what they're giving you for trade-ins outside of Nintendo, where they still hold their value for like so long.
That's what I'm saying. Nintendo cartridges.
Yep.
I feel like they don't get as much updates. Like when they drop the game, they drop the game. Like if they drop updates, probably for like a little glitch or some shit, some other little DLC patch, whatever thing. But besides that.
And that's one of the reasons why I only bought games physical on the Switch, because the Switch don't have that much space, but you can get like the micro SD cards don't cost that much. But at the time, like, you know, they usually go down over time, but at the time, like 128 was like $50-$60. So I'm like, I might as well just buy physical. Usually you don't have to download anything. That started to change over the years, but it's like, that was a much better value because of that. But now I'm honestly not buying any physical games. Like the last one I bought. Okay, the only time I might buy a physical game is if the steelbook is like crazy. If the steelbook look good, I might be there day one on physical. Other than that, nah. I'm gonna do my own thing.
No, I don't blame you for doing it. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, this argument is a silly argument because whatever someone does about what they want, like digital or physical media, is like it's up to you at the end of the day. Maybe space is more convenient for you. You got enough space to hold a bunch of cartridges. Hey, more power to you. Hey, maybe you got a big ass hard drive. You want to just store a bunch of shit on it. Hey, can't hold you. Like, it is what it is, man.
Now, I'm more concerned about 4K Blu-rays going away than I am about gaming, physical games, because 4K Blu-ray, you actually have an advantage when you buy a 4K Blu-ray because the quality is so much better than if you were to buy it digitally or if you were to be streaming it.
Yeah.
So there's actually a reason to own a physical copy of a movie. You get no benefits as far as quality goes when it comes to physical versus digital when it comes to gaming. So I'm like, but at the same time, I don't want physical games to die for the same reasons y'all have already said. I don't want there to be no trace of a game because, like PT, I don't want a whole PT situation where, like, it's just gone. There's nothing you can do to play it. Even though if you have it on your hard drive already, they didn't wipe it from your hard drive if you already owned it. But once you delete the game, you can't re-download it. And that's so, like, if your hard drive went out on your PS4, you're fucked. So that's one thing that I understand why people want to fight for physical media. 99 times out of 100, it's not gonna matter to me. It's not gonna affect me if physical dies. But that chance of that 1% happening, that's the reason I'm like, I don't want the death of physical media.
Yeah.
At least until they figure out a way, or like they need to figure out the digital rights. For one, we need digital games to be able to be sold like physical games. Somebody need to figure that out, because you own in quotations the digital game the same as you would a physical game. Why am I not able to sell that content just because it's a license?
No, I ain't gonna lie, and I can see exactly how that works because all you have to do is sell your license to somebody.
Yeah,
else.
that's
But
what,
see,
like, you literally just sell the license.
I ain't gonna lie, the corporations will never allow that shit.
But
Because
that's half the reason that they want the all digital future is because they have more control. They don't have to worry about aftermarket sales that they get no shares from.
Nah, bro, they want to funnel all the transaction activity to their checkout, bro. They're not.
Hey, bro, literally.
It comes with you give and you take. So I get that part with the whole you can't sell a digital content once you purchase it. That comes with moving into the digital age, because you can't say the same. You cannot resell digital music. You can't no digital content. The only digital content you could resell was NFTs, and we saw how that went. So the last thing I'm worried about when I go to purchase a digital content, that's also the reason I want to purchase a digital content, is it's more feasible for you to own it forever in a digital state than you owning it in the physical state. And then, like, 15 years from now, you go open the CD and it's all crusted, and you left it in your basement, and moisture got into it, and you left it where it was high, and now the disc is all warped and all this.
But that can happen to hard drives too.
Yeah, that can come. Yeah, but where you put it exactly. But one hard drive, how many games is one hard drive holding compared to the shelf exactly compared to the shelf. And then also with the space of a hard drive, you can have a redundant hard drive with how much space you can have 2 hard drives if that's how much you're trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, save. I guess the reason whenever I realized that digital is always going to win was whenever I was watching MTV Cribs, and then you realize like all these rich niggas with theaters in their crib,
Language.
they got they got a digital.
It's gonna be a lot to move stuff too. Like
they got a
having
digital.
all that
They
stuff.
all got digital banks with all the movies and
Hey, I got a
all
lot.
that shit.
You know
Like,
what I
if you
mean?
gotta move and shit. That's gonna be a lot.
See, but
I got
that's the thing. If your hard drive goes out, you can just re-download on a new hard drive. If your
That's
disc
what I'm
is
saying.
gone, if your disc mess up, it's over. What are you doing? Nothing.
Hey, remember when you could have went to fucking GameStop and get a used game for like $20 or some shit? Like,
See,
you can't
I
even
get
there
that
no more.
argument, but you're the one that you're the number one proponent of get your money up, not your funny up, bruh.
To pirate.
Wait, what you said?
I say you're the big proponent of get your money up, not your funny up.
Hey man, if I
But
want
digital games go on sale just as much as physical games, so it's not even a thing anymore.
No, but isn't that the only?
Your
Isn't
money
that the
up,
only?
not your funny up.
Isn't that the only legal reason to pirate? Is if you own the game and it fuck up and there's no other way to get the game, but you own it already.
It's still not legal,
something like that.
but
It's something like that. I don't want to.
it may be more moral if there's no other way of getting that piece of media. I do not condone any pirating.
It's gonna be whoa, shout out to Luffy and the gang. You know there's gonna be always the trusted, you know what I'm saying, to hold it down for you when the corporate greed gets in the way of things.
He gonna put a hat on your head.
You feel me? Hey, we gonna go for the One Piece. They gonna for sure always have it.
I'm knocking down this message.
Hey man, like I said, it's a give and take. So if the corporate side starts acting up, you know what I'm saying? We always got our trusted pirates out here.
On that, I do agree with you. Like, you know, you should allow, you know, people, not people. Matter of fact, I'm not getting into this right now. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, I'm gonna just redact myself.
Well, the only other way is to wait 50 years for public domain.
Nah, so they can make a horror movie out of everything. I'm done. Get that out of my face. I ain't make a horror adaptation for no reason. I get like the Winnie the Pooh one just looked at good. I'm like, bro, why y'all see it on the beach? Fat fucking ass. It's like, why y'all running from this old ugly Winnie the Pooh, bro? Five Nights at Freddy ass Winnie the Pooh, bro. What is this? Like,
bro. Like when anything hits public domain, everything's already like people are already getting ready for it to hit. Like,
nah, that dude made that movie 10 years ago. He was just waiting for the opportunity.
Bruh.
Like, it's crazy. That movie dropped literally like 2 months after.
bro, the idea's already up in the air. They're just waiting. They just waiting for the legal stuff to go through. Like, bro, when anything hits public domain, like that, bro, stuff moves
They got it
fast.
set.
Media
Just like that
comes
Mickey
imme-
Mouse.
The media comes immediately.
That was funny how y'all was saying that they gonna make a scary Mickey Mouse movie whenever it drop. As soon as
Bro, not
that
even
shit-
a day.
That was crazy.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Is it just so easy to make scary movies and scary games with those?
Bro, no, because on YouTube, they just like there's so much stolen media that people do on YouTube that they just allow like all that the Marvel stuff like on GTA with them beating each other up and stuff like that, like the bro, like all that crazy stuff. That's what them little kids be watching. Like, bro,
No, that's really what little kids love.
that's what them little kids
They want
be
to see
watching.
Fortnite, Civil War,
They just want to see all these
everybody
Bro,
fighting.
all these random people just boxing.
Hey, I don't blame them. That sounds interesting enough with me, and I'm a grown ass man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Lego, Civil War, everybody in the game. Like, okay, hey.
All right, so just to wrap up this topic, basically, for the most part, we're not too, I want to say for the most part, we're not too concerned about the lack of physical media, but at the same time, we do understand the dangers if we had no physical media to as a backup plan if something were to happen with the video games that we purchased. That sound about right?
Ooh, the boogeyman. I'm not scared about none of that.
The boogeyman.
Except for Chuck. Except for Chuck. Okay, how about that?
It's a 1% chance.
No, I'll say
Yeah.
this: any media worth preserving is probably going to be preserved. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly.
There's people.
I'll say that.
No,
You
the
feel me?
internet is here to stay, and there's people that archive everything, bro.
No,
There's people that archive everything.
Just like they had the Silk
That's
Road,
facts.
we got the Grand Line. Let's go.
Oh man.
All right. So now on to topic 2 or 3, something
Three?
like that. I guess. Yeah, 3. Number 3. All right. So we have some new information about the Switch 2 or the Switch successor, whatever they gonna call it. You know it's Nintendo, so you know they definitely are not gonna call it Switch 2. But I'm gonna read a little off this article from VGC, VideoGameChronicles.com. Andy Robinson is the writer, and basically, according to Dr. Serkin Toto, CEO of Tokyo-based game industry consultancy Kantan Games, who contributed his forecast for 2024 in GameIndustry.biz's annual analyst predictions feature. So he goes on to say, although the company is yet to comment publicly, Nintendo's next generation console is widely expected to launch this year after VGC reported that development kits are in the hands of developers as the platform holder prepares its plans. According to Kantan Games Toto, the console could launch at $400 higher than the Switch launched at, and there's a chance its games could adopt the $70 pricing of PS5 and Xbox Series X. So he said, this time is finally here for a Switch successor, even though I can say a Pro model actually did exist and certain developers were already working with the dev kit. I believe the next hardware will drop in 2024 for $400. And then he also goes on to say that the next system is also likely to be an iteration rather than a revolution. Nintendo might add some bells and whistles to the device, but it will be similar to the current Switch. And because there is Pokemon, and Pokemon is associated with handheld gaming, there's no way on earth Nintendo will drop the portability feature for their next big thing. Alright, so I wanted to talk about the fact that one, the pricing of the Switch is going to be $400, more in line with the PS5 digital console, and not $300 like it was on the Switch. And then also, how do y'all feel about this one being just a Switch Plus, a Switch 2, rather than some crazy out of their idea like we also see from Nintendo? Let's go over to Spitta.
Are you just asking me about the Switch too? What I think about it?
Yeah, so are you more excited that it's gonna just be the Switch plus more, or did you want it to be
I don't.
something new? Different.
I just want to see what it is. I'm not really like. I don't really care if it's different or not like that. Like, I don't want something different. Like, I like the Switch. When did the Switch come out?
2017.
I like the Switch. I know I got it kind of late, but yeah, I'm trying to see what the Switch 2 looking like.
All right, so you like that it's just gonna be more a Switch with some, basically a more powerful Switch with maybe one or
if it
two
can
extra
play
things.
more, like if it make the games look good, and if they can like actually make good games that will like use the system well, I'm down for it. I don't care about if it's a whole new system.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
I like the Switch.
the games is what we're there for, and we know that Nintendo gonna always have the games. All right, let's go over to Mars. How are you feeling about the iteration versus revolution of the Switch 2?
I'm fine with it because the state of my Switch at the moment. But like what I heard about the price, I'm also okay with the price being the way it is for the console. I don't know about the games. I would prefer you change the price on one more than the other, but you feel me? I understand they still doing physical gaming, so like I understand it.
Yeah, I just want to say, Sith Lord in the chat, yes, if they have to call it the Super Nintendo Switch, that's just the perfect moniker. Like, bring back the Super.
Ooh, the super title.
Yes, Super Nintendo Switch. So, because they don't like saying blah 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 2. They don't want to be that.
They don't like saying,
Just they don't want to put a 2 at the end. But if they do U or call it the new Nintendo Switch or something stupid like that, where people are gonna get confused, I'm gonna be mad. But nothing's gonna be confused. No one's gonna be confused about Super Nintendo Switch.
Super Nintendo Switch makes perfect sense.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I feel it, but see, Nintendo really got a problem doing. Like, would you consider like the NES and the Super NES like a new reiteration?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I can't argue that. I'll just answer some questions. But see, Nintendo. It's not like this is even the first time Nintendo's done this. Like the Wii, the Wii U.
Yeah, it's like every other, like every time they have a successful platform, they just do.
Especially the hand.
Yeah. So it literally goes NES, Super NES, which was literally just a more powerful NES with the it was 16-bit, so they just did a 16-bit version of the NES. The only additions that were like kind of revolutionary was like the FX chips in the cartridge, and they had they didn't do the 32, but they had like the FX chips for Star Fox and Donkey Kong Country in the cartridges to make them have that 3D look. I don't know if F-Zero did one too.
I think they did for like the isometric, because like F-Zero is kind of 3D-ish in the way how the track work. So I think they did it with that.
And then, but yeah, that was the bells and whistle, but it was just an iteration of the NES. Then obviously N64, that was a whole revolution with the 3D and the analog and Rumble, all that. Revolutionary console, even though it didn't sell as well. But after that, GameCube, I mean, was it that much of a revolution over? I mean, it had discs. That was a novelty back then.
No. If you think about it, the GameCube really set up the Wii perfectly, because it wasn't the Wii supposed to be. Wasn't a Wii supposed to be like a Dolphin 2?
It was basically it literally was just a Super GameCube, but they added the motion controls. That was revolution. The motion controls, the backwards compatibility of the store where you could buy all the previous console generation games, virtual console. So that was the revolution there. Wii U iteration, add a tablet. Same games, backwards compatible. It was basically just a Wii with a tablet.
But they went from using cartridges to using discs, going immediately to small discs. Like, you feel me?
You talking about 64 GameCube?
I'm talking, and then going to regular discs with the.
But see, honestly, can't you play GameCube games on the Wii U?
You can purchase digitally, but you can't just throw in. You can't just throw in your GameCube disc.
Well, all right, but could you play Wii games on the Wii?
Yeah, all Wii games worked on the Wii U.
But GameCube games didn't?
No, because they usually do backwards compatibility for the last generation.
Oh, yeah, okay.
GameCube.
Yeah, because it was same with so it was Game Boy, Game Boy. Okay, do y'all consider Game Boy Color a new generation, or was it just a iteration of the original Game Boy?
That was an iteration.
Okay.
And this back was, and your cartridge could
Your
fit.
cartridge could fit in the old
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you really changed
You ain't changed nothing. Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's the same cartridge. It's just
Y'all beefed up the software and hardware basically.
And got color on there.
Yeah.
All right, because that was the argument I've heard too. Is Game Boy Color a new generation or not?
I
don't
might
consider it a new generation.
Advanced. I might consider Advance.
Advance was the actual new generation for the Game Boy
Yeah.
to me.
Because it was basically that platform,
What about
Advance, SP? Exactly.
No,
Yeah,
SP was literally just a Game Boy Advance with better hardware. Or not even, just like a better screen, better form factor.
Yeah. That was it was smaller and easier to put in your pocket.
Yeah.
That was good.
So then
Advance was
Game Boy
going with the
Advance,
light, right?
literally
That's-
just a iteration of the Game Boy, turn it into more of a portable Super Nintendo rather than a portable NES.
Wait, but which
Mhm.
iteration brought the light in
SD.
SP,
SP?
like the backlight.
Yeah.
Like where you don't have to
Because
have light to
the
play?
regular
Yeah.
Advance didn't have no light. You had to buy all these attachments.
Yeah, SP came with a little light, but
Okay.
But I had the rechargeable rumble pack for mine. What?
I ain't like.
I didn't need no battery.
Look at like if you was a kid and had a Game Boy SP, you had a good childhood. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bruh.
Yeah,
I had a Game Boy.
Yeah, I was just sitting here quietly. I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to bring. I was like, let them enjoy their childhood, man.
And then TJ came and said that you have a bad childhood and it just ruined everything.
Hey, man. They read between the
Hey
lines.
man, it was a portable device that you could take anywhere.
And it had
And it had
good ass
the game.
games, bro.
Yes, they had the game.
I did. I ain't gonna lie. Game Boy Advance was like a PlayStation almost. In a weird way.
The only thing is just don't get sports games.
Yeah, so basically DS to 3DS, it was basically the same shit, just add 3D on the screen. So they've always done like, oh, DS, super successful. Let's just do that with one added thing. Wii, oh, super successful. Let's do the same thing, but just add the tablet. So they've done this before whenever they have a successful platform. The crazy part is, the crazy thing about it is that every time they've done this, they've sold less than the previous one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially with the Wii U from the Wii. Wii was their highest selling console. Wii U, their lowest selling console.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, man, but look, man. I feel like Nintendo got a weird, like how Nintendo works around the world is crazy because they'll sell copies in America, they'll sell copies in Japan. It's not that big of a deal to them, right? But see, I feel like their marketing sucks sometimes. Like that's the only thing that really holds Nintendo back from making the sales they want to. It's not that the hardware isn't good. It's not like the games ain't good. Like like I said in the last one, I like the Wii U. A lot of people, the Wii U, what the hell, like, they don't really care for the Wii. I kind of like the Wii U. I thought it was kind of cool to have a little,
Had to thug it out
little
with the
screen
Wii.
controller
What's the
thing.
demographic that's not
Hey, I play my Wii U more than I play my
It's
Xbox and my
I was
PS4.
at this guy's house thugging it out with his Wii U.
I
Shit
know.
like that.
Sure.
It makes people think they can just buy Wii U games and play it on their Wii or something, or vice versa.
So it probably is gonna make people think that they can play it. Well, is it gonna be backwards compatible?
You know, I think that might have helped PlayStation back in the day when they had like the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. If you bought a PlayStation 1 game on accident for your PlayStation 2, you still play. And doesn't hold you back. Like, but I don't know. I think like Nintendo just gotta work on their marketing for whatever they do, because I don't mind the price point. I don't mind to get, because you know Nintendo's gonna drop something for sure day one. They're gonna drop some crazy AAA IP, like 2-3 of them
Bro.
day one. Like,
Bro, I ain't even gonna say that.
Yeah, so that is okay. So that's what I'm saying. They have done this before, and it didn't turn out well every time, or I won't say every time it didn't turn out well, but it hasn't turned out well before for them when they've done this. But I feel like with the Switch, that form factor, like the way that they've done the Switch, that form factor just works so well that they would be stupid to go, like, to not do another one of those at least once. But honestly, I feel like the Switch is already, like, that's the perfect Nintendo form factor. Like, they don't need, they can add on, they can throw in the bells and whistles, but the Switch, the hybrid, the motion controls on the Joy-Cons, the all of that is, they need to keep all of that intact with every generation.
Hey, what do you think's coming out for the new Switch?
Day one?
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say day one. First one.
Hopefully a Mario game.
That's
First
what I'm
one for
saying.
sure.
Hopefully
So,
a
yeah,
Mario.
I mean, 3D Mario, that's the biggest rumor because they've literally been missing in action since 2017 when they dropped Odyssey. They only did the little 2-hour DLC for 3D World, Bowser's Fury.
Bring back 3D World.
Yeah, we need 3D World too. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll get 3D World too.
3D
And
Universe.
make it good online too. Let us actually play, not no ghost. Let me push my teammate off the map. Come on now.
Let me go.
Yeah, so that one, and then another big one that everyone's saying might be a launch title is Metroid Prime 4, which was announced in 2017, got rebooted in 2019, I think. They rebooted Metroid Prime 4 because Bandai Namco shit the bed. They couldn't.
Wait, didn't you tell me you didn't play any Metroid Prime, right?
I only played Metroid Prime 1.
Okay, that ain't nothing. I was just asking. I was just trying to remember.
Yeah, so Metroid Prime 4, that's a big one everybody's been waiting for.
You think new Smash?
I'm not everybody. I'm probably gonna be there. I have to beat the second and third Metroid Prime.
New Smash, maybe?
Definitely not first year, but definitely see his second or third year.
Would you be upset if they just re-put
the first Prime is the best one, I'm gonna lie.
I wouldn't even be mad if it's just Ultimate with new characters.
You know, I want to get mad at that. Like, they bundled everybody.
Bruh, what?
together,
Akuma?
like, all the DLC
gotta bring him.
characters.
Nobody
I'll
cares
play
about
Super
Akuma.
They bringing him. If they bring Ryu again, who they gonna bring? Chun-Li?
Yes.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's gonna be Chun-Li's gonna make it before Akuma.
Nah, man.
Bruh.
I want to see. No offense to
Bruh,
Chun-Li.
I'm telling you, they're gonna show Akuma fighting. I was about to call that man Yakuza. What's his name from Tekken? He gonna fight,
Heihachi.
bro. I'm telling you, hey,
Hi,
no, it wasn't
Heihachi.
Heihachi. It's dang, what's his name?
Zuyu.
Kazuya.
Nah, Kazuya. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. That's how it's gonna be. They gonna make it seem like it's Tekken game. Tekken 8.
So like I
he coming
said,
back.
Chun-Li is gonna make it 100 times before.
Nah, let's be honest. You know who they're gonna put in the game? They're gonna put Luke in the game.
Exactly, because Capcom.
Yeah, I
gonna be
can see
like,
that.
"Nah, we
I
want
actually can see that. Yeah, I can see that. That would be wild. Because
Sorry,
Akuma
guys.
already got in Tekken 7. Hopefully he in Tekken 8. I don't think they're gonna do that though.
Hey,
But yeah,
I can see that.
a new
Yeah,
Smash
so-
would be wild.
What if they drop the MK character?
Nah, I don't think Mortal Kombat.
Nah, we need Scorpion.
Nah,
Smash
if they
Sub-Zero.
do a Mortal Kombat, they're gonna do Liu Kang because Liu Kang is the.
Nobody, but Ed Boon don't even care about Liu Kang.
But
he's gonna
I'm
want
pretty
Scorpion.
sure he's gonna. Nah, I feel that. No, I'm pretty because you know they're gonna add two, so I feel like they're gonna put Liu Kang in to make it gentle, and then they gonna add Scorpion. Most likely
Because
they're
Metro
gonna.
Prime 4 comes
Zero
out
as the
$29.99.
Damn.
You get the
All
2
right.
for 1 with Scorpion Sub-Zero. You get the 2 for
Hey,
1.
what? Mario using that hat like in what you call? That would be crazy.
Yeah, so if they that is one thing I do want to smash. I want the classic characters to have a big revision like Link did when Breath of the Wild, like the Breath of the Wild Link
Yeah.
versus the classic Link. I want Mario to be a lot different from what he is
Yeah.
on Ultimate because he's
Like-
basically been the same for a while.
They
Right,
should let
they-
them have 2 versions. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
Like you can
No,
have
no,
two.
They can get away
play
with
the old
Mario
version
because they
and
got
new
Dr.
version.
Mario already. Dr. Mario could low-key just be classic Mario. Like classic Smash Mario. And then they can do whatever with Mario. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like Mario cool, but Mario
The
has
hat?
melee.
Iterating that hat
Yeah,
in Smash
get
would be
Cappy
so
in there,
wild.
bro.
Like that would be so wild. That nigga use the hat and take your
Cappy
moves
is
for a little
perfect.
bit. That would be so wild, bruh.
Yeah, you just turn into that person.
He a
and jump
mini
off the
Kirby.
cliff.
That would be crazy. Cappy instead of the cake.
Hey, if I'm Cappy, I'm throwing people off the cliff.
You basically Yoshi
Bro, exactly.
somebody
You
else.
just-
Bruh,
you
that would be
become
so
him, jump off
live.
the cliff. And then-
That would be so live.
Hey, I'm being off the cliff.
Nah, that'd be too cheap,
Hey, I know they could never.
bro. I was just like, cause Sakurai has been working on something. Like
Hey, but
he's
what
been
if
talking
you
about it
what
in
if
his
you
videos
what
for a
if the
while.
what if the cake wins? Like okay, Yoshi eats Mario capes Yoshi, but when he get eaten, he still jump on top of that nigga head. Or if Kirby eats him, he still jumps on top of that nigga head like with the cape because the cape still goes there like the cap. Like that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be like the 2 OP. I got 8M, but my cap's still on your head, so I win.
Yeah. So with the main characters, not a lot of them have new iterations since like new games since the last Smash, right? Not a lot of them? Like the main.
Yeah, Mario hasn't. Peach has Showtime
Oh
coming
yeah.
out.
So yeah.
So
that would
I
be
feel like
funny.
Peach is gonna get the iteration treatment with the Showtime moves. Who else are we talking about? Luigi. He already has this Luigi Mansion stuff. Let's see. The original 8 was Captain Falcon. Hit nothing from
Yeah.
him. Donkey Kong, not really. All Donkey
See,
Kong
yeah,
games
they
are
could
basically the
actually do
same.
that. That would see, it would be live in the live build up if all those 8 people, all those 8 characters just got games that led up to the new Smash, so they can get new iteration. Like, well, besides like Mario and like Link, like that would be pretty cool if all of them got new games, and then they just got their iterations from their new games.
Yeah, they
That'd
already
be a
did
lot.
the Breath of the Wild Zelda. So he's already said, or Link, my bad. I made a classic mistake.
Bro, this
They
guy
did not. They
hates
didn't
steak.
put Breath of the Wild Zelda though, so they
Yeah.
can do the Breath of the Wild Zelda with the cakes.
Bro, this guy next to me hates New Link so bad. He'll never show up about it.
But yeah, back on the topic of Switch 2, we didn't get. He been quiet because we talking about Nintendo. But Chuck, any thoughts on the Switch 2? $400? You getting it? Iteration? What we talking about?
Am I getting it?
Why you playing?
You know he got
Why you
friends with
playing?
Japanese brethren.
You
I
know
know,
when Mario. Okay, that's another one. Mario Kart 10. I forgot about that. When Mario
Well,
Kart
what happened
10 gets shown,
Whoa. What happened to 9?
Mario Kart Tour is 9.
Imagine getting a console for just one game. Nintendo, they've got me in the past. Like,
They gonna
just
get
like
you a
how
game.
you see, do y'all see how it's just Stockholm syndrome? They just like here, you can have my money. Nobody
hey.
want to stand on business.
No, quick question.
SLB.
Hey, rank
That's your fault for only playing one game.
No. Rank the 3
Having
video
multiple
game
games.
companies, bro. I want to hear Chuck's rank on the 3 on Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. I want to hear your
On
1,
the
2,
big
3
three?
on the big 3. What's your rank on them?
As a casual PC gamer.
As a casual PC gamer, all 3 of them are in the same basket. You feel me?
Oh
All
my
3 of
God.
them are on the same level.
He's
to
mastering,
me.
dog.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, bruh.
Gabe got to.
Imagine
hell
someone
Kelly.
pissing on you for over 20 years, telling you it's raining. Hell, nah. They've pulled up all the tricks in the book. They've got fool me once, fool me 5 times. They have done every marketing scheme you can think of.
Have you ever had a Sony
colorway?
system? You have a
I started out
PS3?
PlayStation.
Oh yeah, you did. Say that.
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1.
All right.
Back when gaming was gaming, and then now they've basically turned us into their slave. The wrong word. They've turned us into their. You feel
Nah,
me?
you're right.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold him.
Hey, we be getting it. Some of us get the same games every year.
Bruh. And
It be
then
like that.
it wasn't until Solo introduced me to the war, the console war on social media, and I realized the level of mental illness.
Oh,
I could never find myself in none of those categories. Imagine that, bruh.
I like Nintendo games, so I don't mind buying a new Switch. I bought a new
See
Switch
what I'm
before I
saying?
bought PS5, I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of things I will buy before I go.
They offer more than Sony, so I can say that much between the consoles.
I will gladly build me a second PC before I buy me another console. Gladly, with a smile on my
I feel
face.
you on that, but Nintendo is different. I'm sorry.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, like,
Bro,
Whatever
if-
Stockholm syndrome you talking about, hey, it's different, bro.
I ain't
Yeah,
doing my
you're right. It's
Stockholm.
different.
Nintendo is gonna be the last console. Like Xbox and PlayStation are probably gonna just become PC developers at some point in their life. PC and mobile. Nintendo will be the only one still there making consoles.
You see what I'm saying? Do y'all see like the delusion they have behind?
It's not you.
It's
not delusion, bruh.
It's delusion.
Because like most of the games on the Switch, you really can't play on your PC,
These guys, they sound like
And not
they
online,
sound like
and you can't play it
them on PC.
online. Yeah, like it's not.
they sound like
They got it
Blockbuster.
sold up.
What if Nintendo did pull an Xbox and made like a gaming app on the PC?
Hey, I'll be there day one.
yeah, no, that's just
But their hardware is the reason that their games shine, because what is Wii Sports without the motion controls for the console? What is
I'm not gonna lie, I'll take it one step further. I don't think it's their hardware that makes them shine. The characters, they have brainwashed people for years to
that's
like
what we doing?
that dope. You guys went to go see the Mario movie, and we already had a conversation about that. The way they've just gotten people like MK Ultra at its finest, bruh. It's just like, it's me, Mark. Like, they've got y'all, bruh.
I
Like,
got you too. You said it.
no, bruh. I know
No. How many Mario
No,
games you beaten?
who, me?
Yeah, you.
The question is, how many Mario games do I own that I have not beaten? Exactly. They got. I started this out by saying they got me too.
Hey, I don't know why. This reminds me when I was a little kid and I first played Super Mario 64 and I walked through the door and it goes dun 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 dun. I was like, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? From they know what they're doing. Like, the
Because everything was on
soundtrack,
point. Everything was on point. Like
that is warfare. That is war.
you saying that.
For your dollar.
You saying the Japanese people trying to brainwash us for something bigger, huh?
Bruh, like, you know, it's
Bruh. Because you just remember everything from Mario 64.
Bruh.
Everything.
As soon as you hear, it's like gambling at the casino, bruh. It was early child onset casino gambling, bruh. They knew what they were doing. The flashing lights,
Bro, when you hear that,
exact,
once you hear
bruh.
that, bro, you light up. It doesn't matter where you at. If you hear that, you're gonna light up because you just know you know what's coming next. You know who about to pull up. Like that nigga pulled up at your house to say it's me, Mario. Like, what are you talking about?
There's gonna be age restriction in my crib for things of that nature. We're not letting another generation fall to the hands of Mr. Mayotu. Nah, let me not go
Oh
that
my
way.
God.
It's
It's Miyamoto.
I tried my best. They know. I tried my best, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll let you
I'm
have
telling you,
your
it's not gonna work. Whatever you trying to say, it's not gonna work, bro.
I'll let you have your opinion, Chuck. I ain't
Try to
gonna
give me
argue.
No, we're
One,
not
two,
gonna let
three.
him have anything.
They all three,
I mean,
three.
no. He basically said his opinion is he has no opinion because he's a PC master racer.
Nah,
Yeah,
he was just talking about
no.
saying the person's name. That's what he was saying. That's
No,
what Red
I'm
was
talking
saying.
about the Nintendo slander. We're not having that. This is
You
not
know
our
what I'm
type
saying?
of podcast.
Hey man, we'll drop a. See, the more he trying to get me to, hey, I don't want my truth. This is
Hey, accept
my
Miyamoto
percent.
as your
He's
Lord
talking
and
about-
Savior, please.
This is
He's
5% of my
he's-
true
he's-
feelings.
He's anti-big court. You feel me? Chuck is anti-big court.
Yes.
But PC is a big court. Steam is
No,
a
it's
big
not. Yes,
Yeah.
Steam, but I'm not
Riot is a
rocking
big
with
court.
Steam. I'm rocking with the game. I'm
You
rocking
have
with the
At
game.
the end of the day, we all have to pick a side. We gave him 3 options. He chose a 4th option. It is what it is, bro.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with the game devs.
Hey, I ain't
The
picking
game
no sides.
devs.
devs and the game
Because
devs only.
to build your
I'm
PC,
saying this, I'm not picking
you
no
had
sides. You're
to
on
give
Twitter,
money
pick no
to
sides.
Nvidia. Who are these? MSI. Whoever you got your GPU from, gave money to that big corporation. Yo cooler, you gave money to Power Cooler or whoever you got your Thermatake. You gave money to NZXT, whoever you, and all these parts.
Yeah,
Instead
but
of giving it all to one
parts, I
person,
ain't gonna lie,
you gave it to a
Randy's
bunch
point-
of people.
Nah, Randy's point, I ain't gonna lie, it costs a lot more to get into PC gaming too, bro.
that is the lie. Y'all have
No,
damn.
bro.
It's
No,
So you
no,
building
no,
a
no.
PC for $400?
Ever.
Are you building your
That's
PC
what
for
I'm
$400?
You can.
Exactly.
You
Oh,
can.
playing
But what
Mario?
are you
gotta
playing on
build a
there?
PC just for
You
Mario?
playing Nintendo
play
64
Fortnite?
games.
You playing the same, bruh. There,
You
there's a
playing?
thousand
Okay,
of
yeah, okay. As the casual, yes, you are playing the same games because you can still play Fortnite. You can still play League of Legends. You can still play Valorant, most likely.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But-
there's certain, you just got the sacrifices that come with it.
You playing
But it's the same
But why would
sacrifices
you?
that come
But
with
you
it.
play it at a lower resolution. You playing at a lower frame rate.
No,
So you
that's what
might
I'm
as well
saying.
at that point
There's 1,001
just play it
videos on YouTube. of
you can get a
people-
Series S for
Even
300.
still, bro, you can get like a used PS4 for like maybe $100 maybe and get into gaming if you really want to get into gaming on a budget, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, PC cool, but at the same time, it's not like a logical thing to do. If you're broke.
Whoa! If you're broke,
I'm
but
talking
you're,
for a broke.
yeah, you're talking about a broke person, but like you're also missing to get your money up. Now your funny up, so it's like I'm confused.
But we're
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
you
We're
gotta
not
think
talking
about
about
all
that.
gamers.
We talking about
You gotta
the
think about-
value.
Yeah,
You
think
said
about-
that we just said it's harder to get into PC gaming, or it costs more to get into PC gaming.
Lie. That's the big.
But
That's
it's
the
not a
lie.
lie. It's not even
That
close
is
to a lie.
that is the
Bro,
propaganda.
you can get
that
a
comes with-
PlayStation 4 for like less than maybe even
200,
$100,
150,
and you're
maybe.
already gaming. Like all you need
Bro,
is a
for the
TV.
price of a console is the price of a GPU alone.
Bruh, like what's wrong
Or
with
a
them?
GPU, like, bro,
And
the
yes,
price
you
of
can
one
get a trash GPU, but what are you getting out of that?
What do you get out of PlayStation 4?
More than
More
you're
than
getting
a
out of a trash
GPU.
GPU
Oh,
PC.
no.
Yes.
These guys are crazy.
I want
First
you
you
to
gotta
show.
play-
Okay,
bro,
look.
all I'm saying, bro, all
All
I'm
right,
saying,
no.
I understand both sides, bro. I
All right.
understand both sides, bro.
Show me a $400 PC build
All right.
that can, and then show me the comparison of what that looks like playing Red Dead Redemption 2 versus a PS4. A regular PS4 playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
You're saying exactly. You're
They're
saying
gonna look 100 times. The PS4 is gonna look 10 times better if the
Hell
one
no.
at 400 even runs Red Dead Redemption 2.
hell.
Because
It's
there's a
funny
certain
how-
thing. See, look, as a casual, you'll understand that there's a certain thing called optimization. That consoles will get all the optimization where they can get 100% of that power out of it. When it comes to PC gaming, since there's so many configurations, like it's hard to get that 100% out of that, like out of your PC, because your parts are not always gonna, like one of these parts are gonna be less optimized than something else.
All right, so I just put a link for a $400 budget PC, 2024. Like, there's a whole space. Like, that's
And then,
the.
I'm telling you, I just want to see what the game is gonna look like versus the PlayStation. And I don't know why you keep bringing the PlayStation 4
it's
because
not-
$400 you can get a PS5 digital.
gaming at
Yeah.
1440. So this is what I'm saying. Like, there's a big misconception, and I feel like it is propagated by the console industry to make people feel like, oh, getting into PC land, because that is a general consensus of the average PC gamers. Like, oh, getting into the PC race is expensive, and it's this and it's that.
It is.
Oh, you guys are the same, but Randy specifically is Mr. Android, where you don't have you can start. You don't have to start at the very top. You can start wherever you fit in, and
That's
then
what we're saying. Like,
and
you
that's-
got 100.
no.
Okay.
With consoles, you can't upgrade your console. Once you pay that $400 for that
Bro,
shit box,
Yeah, but okay, this is the difference.
sell it. You buy for $400, and it's time to sell it. The highest you find is $120.
So
Hey,
this is the
man.
difference, though. Once that you pay that $400, your games are only gonna look better as the generation goes. Once
That's a
the
lie.
PC generation, you get your hard drive. I mean, you get your GPU. The games you gonna start putting it at lower and lower settings as the generation goes.
Bruh, there's a whole meme making fun of PlayStation 4 and the older consoles whenever games come out and they still release games for them, how they look from the Series X to the Series S and
Okay.
the Xbox
Look,
One.
The
All I'm saying
$1,000
is
PC that I bought and gave to Jawad and all the GPU parts that I bought in 2017, 2019. I think it was 2019 that when I gave him. Now that's trash. It can barely run Gears 5, but the Xbox One can run Gears 5 way better.
That's Captain. He got to
It's
learn
not
how to.
though.
No,
It is because he got to learn how to.
Could barely run COD, bro.
He got to
Like,
learn
But
how
nah,
to.
look, all I'm
Yeah.
saying, all I'm saying from a casual point of view, and from someone that wanted to get into gaming, it only makes sense to buy a used PlayStation
Okay.
and get into gaming like that. Then spending thousands and hundreds of dollars on a PC and setting up all this extra shit.
See
You
what
get
I'm
in the
saying?
game.
You see what I'm
All
saying?
I'm
It's
saying.
it sounds
Not only
like
that,
laziness to
not only
me.
that, multiplayer games on PC are way sweatier, so it'd be better for a casual to just hop in on a fucking PlayStation.
Because PS4 is still alive. Like PS4 is not dead. Like, you feel me? You can still play games on the PS4. You feel me? Like,
No
how many-
one is. Yeah, for sure. But that's the reason why all these things are still alive is because the console companies are doing a good job scaring people away from PC.
Nobody's scaring them away from PC.
Oh,
if anything,
man.
Xbox is catering towards PC more than they're catering towards their own console.
Man. Yeah, because they know the way. They know the future. They know
Who's
the way of the
catering to whose
land.
pockets more?
You said what?
Who's catering to whose pockets more?
Who's catering to whose pockets? Bruh, it's like,
Hey.
what's his name?
Hey.
Jeff Bezos opening Amazon. Like, you see the trajectory of the future.
Sure.
You
And
be
my
a
little
dumbass
cousin
to still
Wanted to get
service.
into gaming. All they had to do was get a PlayStation 4, download Fortnite or Roblox, and they're gaming. That's
You
it.
see-
There's nothing
but
else.
did
They
you
only
see-
got paid
you-
money.
Did you see
Like,
how many little young ones out here were getting PCs for Christmas? Like bruh, like
bro,
you
those
act
are
like you don't see
grown-ass
what's
kids.
going
What-
on out here.
What little kid asking for a whole gaming PC setup?
Whoa, you ain't see the story
Realistically.
about the lady where she basically brought her let's not go there. But the woman brought her problems to the internet, and she was telling us, the folks of the internet, how her whoever the fuck she was, her significant other, bought a PC for their kid, set it up, and was supposed to give the old PC to her kid, but then he ain't set it up, and the kid was like, what, 6 years old? Was
What
already
is he getting a whole
getting a gaming.
PC for? He
But
can't
that
even
is-
read.
No,
See?
that's like
See?
going into like the
He
iPad,
does.
the tablet kids and stuff like that.
The kids of this generation, they're way smarter and cooler than us. Like, we just gotta accept
I don't
it.
know about that.
See what I'm saying? Haters, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not hating on the new generation. I'm just saying I don't see why a little 6-year-old would need a high-end gaming PC.
Bruh, as soon as my baby come out the vagina, there's a little PC set up for that little, you feel me? There's gonna be a PC set up for him.
Hey,
Wait till
everybody think differently. You feel me?
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
let's get off
for
this topic.
sure.
So yeah,
We say all that to say, if you're still a console player, you're a degen.
Nah, that's what
So
you said.
anyways,
I didn't say
We don't
that.
condone
I did not
this
say
message.
that. I did not say that.
How
That's
you a
what you
casual
said.
PC master race? That don't even make sense.
Hey man, you know we anomaly. We out here in these streets.
See, I like Mario. I like Pokemon, so I'll always get the Nintendo. I'm sorry if that makes me a DJ
That
or a
sound like a new
brainwash.
flag.
I guess
Oh, I don't want to use that word.
That's
That
it.
sound like a they're pissing on me, whipping on me. I don't got a choke.
Hey,
Like,
bro.
what?
Hey, man.
Nigga,
Hey,
you
man.
always have a choice, and the
That's
fact
my
that
point.
their games are the reason we buy the consoles because no one makes games like that. No one makes games as good as them.
Y'all lie to yourself. The reason why y'all
You
buy
lied
these
to
consoles
yourself.
is because of the characters. Y'all in love with 2D, 3D.
So we were in love with
How do you
Splatoon
not like
characters
these games?
when
These
there was
games
a
are
new
the easiest
IP.
games you ever learn. Like
We
these
were in
games are
love
like
with the Xenoblade characters that change every time. We're in love with the Fire Emblem characters that change every time.
Yeah. You're in love with the art style. You're in love with the storyline. You're like,
The
oh,
art
give me
style that changes
more.
every time.
Give me more. Like, y'all. The thing is, I would respect it if y'all weren't in denial. Like, yeah, it is what it is.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, just let him have
Stand
his
on
opinion.
business.
Oh,
Nah, we're
yeah,
not
no
gonna let
business.
him have shit. But
Yeah.
okay, let's go on to the next topic.
Yeah, next topic.
One that we
man.
probably gonna have more in common, or at least more on the same page with this one. So the topic of discussion for this week is the hardcore, in quotations, and media bias against multiplayer games versus the casuals who usually gravitate towards multiplayer games first and foremost, and that's why they're the most popular games.
Hey, this
So
might be
there's
a hot
always
take.
been- Wait, one more time.
No, this might be a hot take, but I feel like how the casual business model set up is there's always gonna be new casuals because the games are literally free. Like you don't gotta pay no money. Like Fortnite, like casuals love that
Yeah,
game.
well, let me finish setting up
It-
before
Okay,
we get
alright.
into it. I'll go to you first. So there's always, it started around Xbox One, PS4 era when there was the discussions about the death of single player games. EA talking about single player games don't make enough money, so they just don't. So they stopped making single player games. They stopped focusing on it, and it just seemed like the media. That's when the media started to rally for single player games, and then PlayStation started on their like big push into cinematic single player. Every game became after Uncharted series and Last of Us, they started focusing more on games like that, and that's when the boom of single player game, like the love for single player games, started to really reach its height in like 2014, like really 2016 to 2020. You just started to see these story games, especially cinematic ones, single player games, just start to come to the forefront. Even more Nintendo franchises that were single player getting a lot more love. But now it's gotten to a point like even like the hardcore, they like you don't see the love for multiplayer games. In fact, it's more whenever you hear about a franchise that comes out and they're like, if it's a single player, like a developer that usually makes single player games, they're like, hey, we're making a co-op game. Everyone's like, I can't, why would y'all do this? Oh, why are they making it multiplayer? This is gonna suck. I won't be there. Oh, co-op. Why are you making a like Redfall? When Redfall was announced, why is Arcane making a multiplayer game? They're supposed to make single player games. This isn't gonna be good, and it did not turn out good. But that has nothing to do with it. Same thing with Anthem. Oh, why is BioWare making this like multiplayer online game when they're the ones who make Dragon Age, Mass Effect, these big single player RPGs? And now it seems that even like Suicide Squad recently, people will just like the hardcore and the media are just hating on the game because it's not another single player game like Batman, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum. And it seems like just announcing that you're doing a multiplayer game gets more hate from, or like more reluctancy from the media and the hardcore gamers. But as you can see with the numbers, the casuals are always there. And what are the most popular games? Out of the top 20 games, 9 times out of 10, all of them have some form of multiplayer in it. There's always the anomaly like Hogwarts Legacy or Starfield, Skyrim. But for the most part, multiplayer games dominate the top play games. So I just wanted to have a discussion on like how y'all feel about multiplayer games, and then how do y'all see the perception of multiplayer games compared to me, where all I see is negativity towards multiplayer games because I follow a lot of the hardcore people. But do y'all see that same perception? And I'm gonna go to TJ first.
See, this is the thing. Like, when it comes to gaming and casual gaming and hardcore gamers and all that stuff, hardcore gamers are the vocal minority. Like, when it comes, like, hardcore gamers, I feel are more what's the word? They're more critical of their purchases, I guess. Like, they're not gonna just buy whatever because whoever said this is great or this, that, and the third. Like, I feel like casuals, they'll buy the skins. They don't care. They'll buy the skins. You know, why not? They'll buy the emotes. They'll buy whatever. You know? Like, the whole battle pass system and how it's set up is basically to stretch out a game's lifespan and make people pay more money for what they're really getting at the end of the day. Like, even Fortnite and Call of Duty, like they all do the same thing, basically. But I feel like most of the hardcore gamers, they're more into stuff like Souls games and stuff like that. Like, and those are real true. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're like single player games. I think some of them you could co-op in a little bit, but I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. Honestly, because it's just I don't know.
Now, I think you've said that you gravitate more towards multiplayer games versus single player nowadays.
Well, honestly, me personally, I might be biased, but I feel like I align more as a hardcore gamer. But see, like I said, hardcore gamers are the vocal minority. I cry about all the shit these people do every year, every day, you know. But are they gonna change? No, I just gotta live and accept it, you know, because this is just a post-capitalistic world I live in. But
so,
I mean,
as a casual, well, see, compared to the quote unquote hardcore, as a casual master of none, multiplayer is my forte. Don Solo, he clowns me about it, but multiplayer is my forte. And I get where you're coming from, and I can see the argument you're making, but how I look at things, I feel like why the hardcore and the media will push single player games more than they will push because you named a bunch of good multiplayer games that have potential, but I feel like the gaming devs themselves or the console masters, I feel like they're sabotaging multiplayer games on purpose because I feel like it costs more to run a multiplayer game than it is. I feel like it's easier to profit from a single player game than it is to profit from a multiplayer game, because multiplayer games, they have like back end expenses where you got to like run the server and updates and all that stuff. But with single player story games, you just have to have that together, and then all you got to do is drop DLCs. You don't really have to you run patches and stuff like that, but you don't really got to like take care of the game like you would have to.
Okay, no, because maintenance would be cheaper on a single player.
Exactly.
Game.
So like I feel like the profit for single player games is just...
I understand what you're saying. So the thing when it comes to single player, for the most part, the budget is gonna be the budget for a single player, like something like Spider-Man. We saw there, like the Sony single player games are getting up there into the 200, 300 millions. For the most part, multiplayer game is not gonna usually hit that 100 million because the content at least at launch, the content is a lot smaller than a full campaign or something, because you're literally repeating that content, unless you're making something like Destiny where you're like, it's a whole MMO kind of story. Like that kind of multiplayer game probably gonna cost a shit ton, like way more than a single player game. With GTA Online probably costs over 300 million now, like what we're gonna see in GTA 6.
Exactly.
So
that's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, when it comes to single player versus multiplayer, there's a higher risk with multiplayer because, like you said, there's a lot of maintenance, there's a lot of upkeep, and you have to keep on pouring money into the game as it goes. But the reward is way higher.
The reward is way higher if you okay. I can only like describe it with how they talk about the music industry. Like they push out a bunch of artists, and then the ones that crack off, they basically fund the rest of everybody that didn't make it up there. So I feel like it's the same thing with the games. It's like the higher risk, higher reward.
The chances of those multiplayer games hitting that Apex Legends, that Fortnite, that Call of Duty, the FIFA Madden level, where you're just getting the return like times 10 what you put in. That's
those games. I feel like the games you mentioned right now are the ones that cemented themselves in.
Yeah,
they've like
so
it's hard for. That's what I'm saying, for newcomer, because there's a lot that coming. There's a lot of multiplayer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you just named. There's a lot that come and go.
Just remember some of the games that didn't make it. Hyperspace. You remember that?
Exactly.
You remember Hyperspace? You remember what's another one? Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Where is that at? Rumbleverse just got closed down. Knockout City, one of my favorite multiplayer games ever, closed down.
Man. Oh my gosh.
It's a lot like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's because as more as those podcasts come out, I'm gonna keep mentioning capitalism, but I'm not. You feel me? I'm not one of the problematic ones, but it's the cause of capitalism. Like, the money ruins things. Like, whenever people gotta serve the board.
My bad. Would y'all consider Grand Theft Auto 5 a multiplayer game?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was so happy for this conversation, because I'm one of the few that did not beat the campaign. I'm one of the few. You see what I'm saying? But I have so much hours logged in for the multiplayer, but I never beat the campaign. So
honestly, I feel like Grand Theft Auto probably made like the most money multiplayer game wise.
See, the thing with single player games is it has to have the multiplayer game automatically has replay value.
I don't think Grand Theft Auto has made more money.
The thing with a single player game is it has to also have replay value. Well, if it wants to last, and then like
it's two things.
DLC and all the other shit.
I mean, it's more the DLC because like there's a modding community for almost every single player game, bro. Like,
yeah.
So like, there's always something coming out. It might not be official.
Like these games need to have replay value for it to last as long as it needs to last, for it to make as much money as they need to make. But
yeah, because a single player game, it's gonna live or die by the sales, unless you factor in Game Pass and all that's going on Xbox. That's something new. We don't have as much information on that. But as far as the traditional model, you drop a single player game, if the sales ain't right, you failed. You can drop some DLC down the road that'll maximize some profits, but for the most part,
you're done.
That game has to be perfect at launch because those initial sales is what matter. Buying the game on sale for $20 a year later isn't going to get the profit that you need. So a multiplayer game, which we've seen hundreds of times, Fortnite comes out, trash, nobody cares about it. What is this? Save the world. Oh, it's just a bad, like a mediocre survival game. Nobody cares. Yeah. Battle Royale drops. It's now the biggest game on the planet.
You don't need marketing. It's gonna blow up regardless.
What's it called? Sea of Thieves. No content at launch. It's a good concept, but it literally has no content. You finish you basically have nothing to do after about 10 hours. They keep on adding content. Now, if it was a single player game, it would have been dead by like that company. Rare would have probably been shut down if that was a single player game. Since it's multiplayer, they kept building it up, and then people kept coming, and now it has 35 million players, and it's one of the most profitable games at Xbox, if not the most profitable game at Xbox.
That's what I'm saying. The thing with like, all I gotta, you just have to use World of Warcraft as an example. It's like the golden example, like how long that game has been out, the fan base it has, the community it has, and they pay monthly, and they're still there after how many years?
Still there too.
See, yeah, but like the thing with why I use World of Warcraft is because they pay every month.
Yeah, I know.
They pay every month, and they are still rocking almost a decade, if not more than a decade later, bruh. So I'm just like
2 decades now because it came out 2004.
That's crazy. And then because the conversation I have with World of Warcraft players, they introduce it to their kids because they play it, so then their kids play it, and I'm like, bro, that's like. But I see, I'm not a World of Warcraft player, so I can't really speak because I know the hardcore players, they have problems with the devs, and they feel like it's stuff that the devs do to sell out also in that space. But I feel like they feed their. That's what I'm saying with these other games that he mentioned, like I almost called it After Earth. Was the Destiny killer that you mentioned earlier? Anthem. But then it came out. Yeah, Anthem. There's one Titanfall, but that became Apex. Apex did it to themselves also. Like that, they just recently now you can combine all your characters from all the different. They made you create a different character for every different platform you played on. Yeah. That made
no cross progression.
That made so, bro. You know how much time people. That's what I'm saying. Like they just do it with no consequence, and then you just like, as the consumer, you're just like, you just got to go with it. And that's why I'm like, why I feel the way I feel about a bunch of these companies, because they have wronged a lot of people, and there was no consequences for their actions at all, and everyone is just
that's the thing about multiplayer games and single player games. With multiplayer games, that what you get at the beginning is not what you're gonna have at the end. But with a single player game, 9 times out of 10, what you get is what you get. Like,
it used to be like that because remember, Cyberpunk launched terribly. Everyone talked so much shit about that game for so long. And what happens in 2023 is getting awards. Everybody's like, oh, it's the greatest game. We love Cyberpunk now. CD Projekt Red, we forgive you. Even though you burned us in 2020, we love y'all in 2023 because y'all basically changed the entire game.
It was that. As long as you get it right, I understand like mistakes. That's what I'm saying. I'm not like.
Nah, these niggas use marketing to brainwash people, bro. They really do. They got Idris Elba and what's his name? Like, bro,
They
what?
really do.
Keanu Reeves, the Mr. Nice Guy of like, bro, what? Like, Nick, like, oh, we forgive you. Then Idris Elba, black people, oh, we forgive you. Like, bro, what?
See, but
I
the
haven't
thing
played
is,
that.
I'm
I
not
haven't
gonna
played that
lie.
game.
I played. That's what I'm saying. I played it. It's not a bad. It's honestly not a. It's not a bad
Because
game.
you played it in 2023.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't played it, but if I would have gotten burned, nigga, that would have hold threw me off. I would have never
Bro,
finished.
I
that
got
whole-
burned in 2020. I was there day one. And I
Yeah.
still like I don't fuck with them. I'm not playing
Yeah,
Phantom
if I would've-
Liberty.
if I would've
I'm
got
not
burned, I
playing
would've-
2.0, 2.1.
But
Like fuck them.
But that's the state of games, though. Right now, every game dropping broke, bro. I swear. There might be a few games, scattered between, but 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be game-breaking glitches. Graphics ain't gonna work. Things ain't gonna work.
And the thing is,
They dropped
that's
it.
always gonna
Broken
throw. That's
PC
always gonna
ports.
throw a percentage of the.
Never
That's
dropped
always gonna
finish.
throw a percentage of the people that could be potential. You feel me? Franchise lovers off. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then
Like-
another thing that no one talks about is that they're honestly there's a lot of games to play. Like
Exactly.
there's
There's
the old
always
games
something
and
to
there's still
play.
there's a lot
Like-
of games to play.
Like I was about to say this because we're talking about we're probably talking about multiplayer, single player games, and all that. And I'm like me personally, I'm starting to gravitate more towards indie developers. So it's like if it's single player, if it's multiplayer, it really doesn't matter to me because I'm I think I'm a hardcore gamer. That really doesn't matter to me. Like I'll play both. You feel me? Like I love them both. I love games.
Speaking of
just in general.
indie, look at Lethal Company. One developer.
Exactly, Lethal
Look how
Company,
big
bro.
that blew up. That's an indie multiplayer game that I'm pretty sure he didn't even put 10 million in for that game.
Didn't
And
need
look how
all
well
that
it
money.
blew up.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. The
But-
indie single player games too that don't need
Yeah,
all that money
but-
and stuff. That be,
but-
you feel me?
how much money did he make off a Lethal Company versus let's say Hollow Knight? I'm pretty sure Lethal Company made in 1 year, like it hasn't even been, in 1 month, I'm pretty sure it made more than what Hollow Knight made in a year.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's
I-
the benefits of being a multiplayer game.
But
Especially
We're
when
also forgetting about like the hype beast gamers.
yeah, because
You feel me?
the most of the time streamers are going to be playing a multiplayer game over a single player game unless it's just like really big single player game like GTA 6 comes out with just the campaign or Starfields, the big RPGs. Those are the only times you really going to see streamers really coming outside for a single player game.
Yeah, Elder Ring.
The multiplayer indie hit of the week, of the month, is going to be the one that the streamers are going to gravitate towards. And who are the casuals watching? Streamers. They're usually not even here watching podcasts like this of hardcore gamers talking about gaming news and stuff. They're literally just watching streamers. They watch more streamers play games than they actually play games. And then when they see something cool, they'll go out and buy it.
Yeah, it's like advertising. It's really like for me. You know what I'm saying? You basically check it out to see if you would be interested in.
Well, I ain't
I'm
gonna
not gonna lie, I also do that.
Right fans, bro. Because by the time the streamers are done with it and they ain't getting no more hype, nobody's playing it no more.
Yeah,
Like games
100%.
lifespans be dying.
kind of. Just because one streamer hopped off,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of 40,000, 50,000 people just hopped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just to go back to like the media bias, I just want to talk about how like what I see on the regular when it comes to how obviously like what I see from the media especially and the hardcore gamers, especially on the PlayStation side, which is why you don't like The Last of Us Online. That one really is what it started this conversation for me, because that irked me. because Naughty Dog was getting praised for going back to single player when they canceled the Last of Us Online. The media were like, "Oh yeah, this is such a good thing that they wasted 4 years developing a multiplayer game and they just canceled it because now we can get what we actually wanted, which was a single player Last of Us game."
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, any game that gets canceled, I'm pissed about, bro. Like, nigga, I don't give a dang if it's single player or multiplayer. Hey, you said you was gonna give us this and you didn't give it to us. I'm mad.
But I'm like, then the whole, like, the difference between how people look at Suicide Squad, which looks quality, like no one has ever said, "Oh, this looks cheap." It doesn't look like the cutscenes are still just as good as they were in Arkham. The gameplay, like, for me, I ain't play it. I don't know what y'all talking about. I didn't play it. I have no, I don't know what you're talking about. But it looks, wink, wink. It looks good, and it looks like it plays good. But you're not gonna see any of these hardcore single-player gamers, hardcore media personalities. They're not checking for Suicide Squad because as soon as they heard it was multiplayer and that they're Rocksteady, their darling Rocksteady who makes single-player games are making this multiplayer game, they already threw it in the bushes. So I'm like, multiplayer games do not get treated. Okay, look at Game of the Year. How many multiplayer games were in the Game of the Year category? When's the last time we seen a strictly multiplayer game get nominated for Game of the Year? Like Overwatch 1 in 2015, that was a pretty big revolutionary multiplayer game. What have we gotten since then?
I don't think multiplayer games should win Game of the Year.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, the thing is exactly like multiplayer games is the same way the Emmys or the Oscars, how they treat
they just have two separate Game of the Years then.
How they treat hold up, how they treat like the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
like the Marvel movies, they never win movie of the year, even though like all the money gets
sellers. Everyone talks about them. Okay. See,
it's kind of the same thing.
There's a thing called Oscar bait where there are certain types of movies that are guaranteed to get nominated, and there's a whole like archetype of movie that's just Oscar bait. The same thing with Game of the Year. Oh, emotional connections. That's good. Like you have to have the emotional connection. It has to be cinematic.
Mostly story-driven games are.
Yeah, it's all like most of the time, 9 times out of 10, if it's a story-driven game that someone can make an emotional connection to, that's gonna be the Game of the Year.
Okay. So do you agree with me that they should probably just split up like different more categories for Game of the Year?
I mean, I think they already kind of do. Like they got like fighting Game of the
Year. They should have more categories, but at the same time, the people that they get to judge Game of the Year and all that, and the people who are running the sites, they don't play certain genres. Half of the panel, I'm guaranteeing that 80%, 70% of that panel don't play real, like the big RTS games like Stellaris and Dunes. Like there were so many, like in the strategy games category, all you saw was Pikmin, Fire Emblem. None of the, like, those are strategy games, like with the quotations, but they're not the hardcore like RTS games that come out. And there was a lot that came out in 2023 that just never got any love because half of them don't play those types of games. Like the media are not checking for. They have that one RTS guy in the whole guy. They're like, oh, new RTS comes out. Here you go. This is your job. You play these. But the balance,
having one guy is not enough. That's not enough.
just like the simulation racing guy, they always have that one. They always have the one that's a simulation racing guy. So whenever a Forza or Gran Turismo, oh yeah, here you go. For IGN, his name is like Luke something. I forgot. But every time you see any Forza or Gran Turismo or any racing game, F1, WRC, you gonna see his name on there because he is the racing guy. Do you think his vote is gonna matter when he's like, hey, Forza Horizon 5 was my game of the year? Do you think his nomination is gonna make it into the Game of the Year awards? No.
That's another thing then. So you think, like, I feel like they should have like more people playing the games then, like in those categories playing the games than to be judges. Like, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There needs to be more balance of taste.
How you gonna have one person judge the whole category? Like, that makes no sense.
Because it's been one-sided for a while now, where there's too much. There's an archetype of what the media and the hardcore consider to be a good game and worthy of all this praise versus the multiplayer games that now are just like looked down upon. So that's how I see it. So the moral of the story, fuck the media.
That's funny.
All right, what's the next topic?
We could have said
Spitta, did you have anything you wanted to add in?
Nah, not really.
Hey, can I say fuck the Game Awards too?
Especially, I mean, the Game Awards is not the only Game Awards. There are other Game
I
Awards out there.
When we talk about the Game Awards,
they try to market themselves as the Game Awards, like they're the only ones.
No, I ain't gonna lie. When we talk about the Game Awards, we didn't say the Gaming Advertisement Awards. We just call it that, because that's what it is.
BSA Spike TV.
Hey man,
RIP Spike TV Game Awards. That was bad back then too, but it was what we had.
Honestly, I felt like it was realer and more authentic back then. Now it's just fake and just decrepit.
It's
like you
super
see
biased.
right through it, advertisements, the players, the marketing.
We got people here watching us. Let's try to throw ads at people.
No, the cringe.
Let's try to throw ads at people.
The forced memification of it, like, bro.
I mean, I understand the ads because they got to pay for it somehow. But
everything else,
the movie stars, all that coming out to announce games, like, why are y'all here, bro?
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
Like Matthew McConaughey, he was in the game. Okay, sure. Jordan Peele, he's helping with the game. Sure.
Yeah, if it got something to do with the game, yeah, it makes sense. But yeah.
Simu Liu and
Oh, the dude off of
Timothy Chalamet, whatever, and then Papa Doc. Hey.
Oh yeah. Hey,
bro, like, stop. But yeah,
I was so confused when he came on stage, bro. I'm like, who's he pointing at?
Nigga sound like a principal in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, nah, he had me dead, bro. He had me dead in an ironic way, bro. Like, it made no sense, bro. But yeah, honestly, I don't know, man. I think we probably need an E3 back because I don't know how we got stuck with the Game Awards. I'd rather the Game Awards go bankrupt than E3, honestly. At least E3 let you know this is a giant advertisement, you know, like, and with less cringe.
RIP E3.
Way less cringe. And less memification.
Now we got Summer Games Fest by the same Jeff Keighley who does the Game Awards.
Great, yay, great.
And we still gonna have the advertisements and all that, so there's that.
Honestly, as long as they have what's her face,
she not gonna be there.
Bro,
Cindy Goodman.
Yeah, Sydney. Oh man, hey
Sydney.
Hey Sydney.
Sydney, one of those.
How you doing? That's all I'm gonna say about.
We can go ahead Anybody got any final thoughts before we wrap up this topic?
No, wait, are we talking about casuals? Wait, what are we talking about again?
We were talking about the hardcore media bias against MP games, and then like
So
I know
this
all of
wasn't a
us.
hard-
We're like some of us are casual, and I barely even talked about like what. So with me, I want more multiplayer games, which is why I was disappointed with The Last of Us, and especially the Insomniac Spider-Man game, because I feel like there's an underrepresentation of multiplayer games now, and now it seems like back in the day, we would have multiplayer modes in every game. Even when it didn't make sense, we would have like GTA San Andreas co-op mode. That shit didn't make sense. I still had fun with it though. I love it.
Exactly.
If you throw
Like, bro,
co-op
I
in
like
a game,
co-op.
I will
Yeah,
be
that's what I'm
there.
saying. Co-op. Like, you
At
feel
the
me?
very least, co-op.
At the very
At
least,
the very
more co-op. Like single player games
Yeah,
don't make no
but
sense.
Online
Even
co-op
like
too.
Uncharted 2's multiplayer, The Last of Us multiplayer, just like the PvP modes.
Bro,
That's
just
cool.
like
I like stuff like that. The Tomb Raider PvP mode. People barely played that. They tried to dock points off of Tomb Raider for having the multiplayer mode because it wasn't as good as the story mode. But I'm like, bro,
like just like I was talking about the other day, like with COD, like bro, damn near all the levels you could have played co-op. Like this game could have been co-op and they didn't do it. Like that's a point away from me. Like you feel me?
Spider-Man could have been co-op.
Bro, what? Spider-Man,
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man,
what?
that was the
Bro.
first thing I was thinking of when Spider-Man 2 was announced. Oh, we about to get a co-op game. Nope.
What? Nigga, double
Why?
team, bro. What?
P Miles, let's go.
Hey, you go down. Hey, it's like, bro. What? You go down this all the way. You gotta race to one side while I race to one side, so we save some people or some type of shit. Like,
Hey, honestly, I feel like co-op games are better than all straight up online multiplayer games. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll always go for a co-op game over a
bro,
competitive.
co-op games, bro. I love co-op.
Sometimes online multiplayer is sweaty.
It's, bro.
You wanna
sometimes
play
you just wanna
casually
play-
and
yeah,
have
Sometimes
fun.
you just want to play.
You're not
with-
gonna play casually and
That's
have
why,
fun
like,
in multiplayer.
bro. I don't care about being co-op like Suicide Squad, bro. Like Gotham Knights. I didn't like Gotham Knights, but Suicide Squad looked like it's gonna be a slam dunk. You feel me?
Yeah, and like, what was I just saying? Co-op. I will always be there for a co-op game. I feel like every game, there's no reason a game shouldn't have co-op. It can be done. Almost every game has parties of characters. Maybe not like something like Metroid because you solo dolo throughout the game.
Or like, bro, another co-op that I don't fuck with is the Resident Evil co-op, except for five.
I mean,
Five I fuck with, but playing as a little girl throwing bricks and shit, nah, bro. I want to be fighting, bro. I don't want to be running
Oh,
around
you
hiding
talking
and shit.
about Resident Evil Revelations? That was funny.
Bro, what? Nigga, that shit was trash.
Yeah, so every game used to have some type of multiplayer mode, but now it seems like devs are struggling to make multiplayer games, especially devs that didn't start out making multiplayer games. Like, I feel like even the developers are now more like, it seems like there's a higher level of like a higher number of devs that are more attuned for single player games than for multiplayer games. And it just seems like that's the trend that, like, every time you hear about some single player developers trying to make a multiplayer game, it just ends in ruin every time. Arcane can't
See, but that's what
couldn't
these
make a good
that's what
multiplayer
these-
game.
That's
Last
what these
of Us.
companies need to do. They need to like start at the bottom. Like, do a single player game, then do a co-op game, then do a multiplayer game. Like, don't just try to jump inside the pool. Like, dip your toe in first.
Yeah, but that's all I gotta say, man. I don't like the trend where, like, I just don't like how people react to multiplayer games nowadays. I don't like the media's takes on multiplayer, and I don't know if it's unconscious or conscious, but there seems to be a lot of like unconscious bias towards the multiplayer games today, and that's really all I gotta say about that. So yeah, that was the last topic. We can go ahead and plug the socials. So go ahead and plug your brand. We can start with Mars. What you got going on? Any plans for your Twitch? Any games you gonna be playing?
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start back on what's the game? Starfield. I'm gonna hop back on Starfield. Gotta finish that up. If you want to watch it and make fun of me dying or whatever the case may be, and laugh at my pain, my Twitch is the Lord Mars. You feel me? You go catch me anytime. You feel me?
All right, the Lord Mars on Twitch. I really need to add that into the chat. But yeah, so we can go over to Doc, the other half of the Spirit of Truth.
Oh, that nigga in the other room. TJ.
We don't need to worry about him.
Whoa, I'm here. Hey, you can follow me on Twitter, Triple Up Teej. You can follow me on Twitch, Triple Up Teej. That's about it. Love you guys.
All right, and then we got. Let's go with Yuranchukwu.
You can find me on socials year-round, CHUKWU. Find me on Twitch, year-round Chukwu with a number 2. Twitch, give me back my first channel back. I'm gonna keep campaigning for this every week until I get my channel back.
And what you finna be doing on stream?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be watching people play No Pixel. Holla at your boy.
No Pixel.
We're gonna be trying to play. We're gonna try to play
RP.
Yeah, GTRP.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna try to play right now we're taking a break from Rust. So we're either about to, like I said, we've been playing the league, so we're about to probably get back in the league grind. Get back on the league grind and probably Valorant. And I might play Color. I've been thinking about it. I might play Warzone for the first time with the guys. Well, I'm not lying. I got a dub.
It's because he's been watching me carry. He can't stand it.
It's none right now, because right now I'm literally about to hop on Timberboard. I'm literally about to hop on Timberboard right now. So that's the current state of gaming right now. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I might tap in on CSGO. The usuals. I'm gonna be on the usuals. And we're gonna mix in some of the other stuff in.
Alright, and then
that's it.
What you got going
on? Still playing Halo, still playing Gears, still playing Street Fighter. On Twitch. All my socials the same. Don't look for me. And I'm playing Yakuza.
Alright, I just plugged all of y'all socials into the chat. And I'm gonna put it in the description from now on too. And you can find me here. I do have a Twitch. I don't even know the name of it. Let me check real quick. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna find me on it. Let's see, what is mine? It's Don Solo, DONSOLOW. So you can find me there. I'm about to plug it into the chat. 9 times out of 10, I will not be streaming there. I will be streaming on YouTube. I may or may not do something occasionally on Twitch. But yeah, most time you're gonna find me here. I'm actually working on some videos. I'm probably gonna be doing video content as well. Just dropping videos throughout the week whenever something goes down. So yeah. And then you can catch us here for episode 2 next Saturday at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. I know how to do math. So yeah, this was episode 1 of podcast Untitled Gaming. Wait, Project Untitled Gaming Podcast. We working on it. Working title. And yeah, we signing out. Peace.
Say yeah.
Double down on positivity, y'all.